Yo, what's up? My name's Petrowski, and welcome back to the PokeMMO Iron Man account. Welcome to episode 15. And this is a very special episode because this is episode 2 of our Iron Man PvP arc. That's right, we have been playing competitive Pokemon against some of the sweatiest, most talented players on the entire server on an account that cannot trade nor use the GTL. We are at a massive disadvantage from the start, let alone the extra difficulty to get our Pokemon. We also have to deal with just not having access to certain things. For example, a Mold Breaker or Hidden Ability Excadrill is currently unavailable on an Iron Man account because they are only available during the Lunar New Year event, which has not happened yet since the existence of the Iron Man account. All of my Pokemon had to be caught and bred up by myself with only Pokemon that I had caught and created. All my legendary Pokemon like my Zapdos had to be caught in the wild and had to roll a usable nature to actually be usable in PvP. Otherwise, once again, I'd have to wait until the Lunar New Year event until nature herbs came back into the game. Any items that I may be using, I had to farm all of the BP for all of those things. The double life orb, the choice specs, that's why I have a quick claw on my Garchomp, for example, a not very, usable item for the most part in PvP. I'm kind of just memeing it because it's what I have access to. I can't build the most optimal team on an Iron Man account, at least not easily. But we are still trying our absolute best, and currently I am 15-12 on the OU ladder. A 55% win rate, not only having difficulty having access to these Pokemon, but as myself, having not played OU PvP within the last 5 years, and honestly, never really being an OU player. Historically, I was always an NU player back in 2013, following people like Orange Maniac over on the forums and being obsessed with his guides, trying to figure out how to answer Zangoose in NU back in 2013, 2014. I am not used to playing against Chansey, Dragonite, Tyranitar, all these hyper-powerful Pokemon, at least not as much in PvP. And I have been trying my best to adjust as quickly as possible, and I think it's going over amazingly so far. I may have over 10,000 hours of PokeMMO played, but very, very few of them are in PvP, and even fewer of those are in OU. It's been a very difficult journey, but when things are difficult, that usually means they're extra worth it. And this episode will represent the pinnacle of the OU Iron Man PvP journey because I will be trying to achieve the Gift Scizor Pokemon. One of the biggest goals on the account is getting a free PvP Pokemon from each tier, a Scizor being one of the most powerful Pokemon in PvP that I could possibly earn as reward. This would be fantastic. This would save me so much time on a breeder. And if I keep going, I would love to get a free choice specs and maybe even a free PvP mystery box. These are actually one of the few ways I can get cool vanities on an Iron Man account. There's things like the bird hat, like this, the cloud nest hat, I believe is a drop from those PvP mystery boxes, but those PvP mystery boxes are just that. They're kind of mysterious. Not everybody knows the full drop tables for them, even 10 years or so into Pokemon's existence. But we're going to try our best today to jump into some PvP, as well as keep an eye out for upcoming tournaments. The biggest reason I wanted to get into PvP, especially OU PvP on the Iron Man account, is because the coolest goal, in my opinion, on an Iron Man account is getting free RP and using that to buy vanities, resources, the XP reamplifier. There are so many cool things, PC expansion drives, very valuable things that can be bought with RP, and it makes it, in my opinion, the most valuable resource on an Iron Man account because RP can only be obtained in 2 ways. Winning catch events or winning PvP tournaments. For example, there's a PvP tournament that happens tomorrow at 11 a.m. and it's a shiny gift Gligar prize and 1300 RP. Second place getting 700, third and fourth getting 250, and fifth to eighth all getting 125. That's actually such a good amount of RP for fifth to eighth. I would be so happy to even get that. But I don't see myself placing in a PvP tournament anytime soon. I would like to try to sign up for this one tomorrow, but it'll be a little difficult. By a little difficult, I mean incredibly difficult. I don't know if I'll be able to sign up. Number one, it will be very popular. I don't know if I'll be able to get out of first round. I've predicted that my first time at an OU tournament, I'm going to get beat out in the first round. That is my guess. Tournaments are so different than ranked OU ladder. But we'll just try our best. That's what I've always done in my life, and that's all that I know how to do. The result is meaningless. All you can do is try your best. But let's go ahead and cover our basis. We are starting this episode with 1.6 million Pokeyen, 7,000 BP being farmed up entirely last episode. I think I farmed like 13,000 BP from PvP last episode. That was insane how good you could get with OU PvP. Also just working towards other rewards in the process. We're at 415 Pokédex. I haven't really been working on that recently, and we're at 656 hours played now on the accounts, and 20,000 encounters over on our encounter counter. With, you could go ahead and add like 9,000-ish from our Gillen's encounter counter prior to when this was added. So we're at 29,000 encounters. We should be reaching maybe 30,000 this episode. And then we have our Iron Man goals, which I'm sure you've seen in the past. Now, out of the ones we're working on in this episode, I could see myself going back to Everstones. I only have one Everstone right now, which is actually insane. It's like dangerously low, so I might go back to there this episode, and I might end up creating a very specific Pokemon to actually allow me to Everstone farm faster. But other than that, it is mostly going to be a PvP episode once again. I plan to try to win 10 PvP games, if not 20 PvP games, and I can count that as 2 goals completed if I do end up doing that. I love these repeatable goals. This is what the Iron Man is becoming about, right? When it's early game and you have to only do, one thing, get a legendary, do a thing, complete a storyline, you can only really do those once. But once you get to the end game of PokeMMO, you've got to create these repeatable goals. That's what the game becomes a lot about, is doing very similar things over and over and over again and sustaining the different parts of the game, like breeding, money making, and then general progress in PvP. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 new goals as well. I'm going to add participate in a PvP tournament into the tier 1 goals, and I'm also going to add win a PvP tournament over in the tier 3 goals. I do not see that happening anytime soon, but you know what? I love it being on the list. All right, but with PvP being our main focus today, let's go ahead and jump into a few games. But for those who have not seen the team, let's go ahead and do a quick overview. It's a pretty typical rain team with a few little Petrowski innovations and some Iron Man things thrown in, like Quick Claw Garchomp. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm working with. So, we have ourselves a defensive bulky Pelipper. Now, one of the most important things I'm working on when it comes to getting better at playing this team is valuing my Pelipper. I'm a little fast and loose with it, and that's one of the #1 mistakes that new rain players make. I also kind of do that because I know that I have Rain Dance on my Zapdos in the back, which is not a normal thing that you see. This is a Petrowski special, and I've absolutely loved playing it. It's been one of my favorite parts of the team, and I always try to encourage people, yes, you do want to build a powerful team in PvP because it's really demotivating to build an entire team, put a lot of Pokeyen into it, and then just lose and get stomped because you built only your favorite Pokemon and nothing's competitive or like meta at all. However, I also try to encourage, build a good team, but innovate. Try to like test your own, not even innovate poorly, add your own little flair. For me, I'm the type of person where if I don't have my own personal flair in something, winning is not fun. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where losing is not fun because losing sucks, and winning also sucks because you don't feel like you've actually accomplished anything or done anything on your own. So we have the Pelipper Drizzle Setter. We have the, what I just closed, the Zapdos, which is meant to come in and spam Thunders and Hurricanes with 100% accuracy under rain. We have our Kingdra to just come in and spam Hydro Pump, and Hurricane on Kingdra has been an amazing surprise factor. This Garchomp would be so much better if it was that hidden ability Excadrill I've mentioned a few times. We did end up getting double Life Orb on our Ludicolo and our Kabutops, Giga Drain for Sustain. Knockoff, another Petrowski. I shouldn't actually say that. Knockoff is not a Petrowski special. Knockoff was a niche recommendation that Spidget thought that I might like, and boy, do I like it. Now, we need to go ahead and jump into our first game here before I get too distracted. I think I want to go ahead and lead Garchomp here. His entire, you know what? I actually am wrong. I'm going to lead Big Gulp here. His entire team is quite bulky. His entire team honestly just counters me quite well, and there's not really a great pick here. My opponent is also a high-ranked player. There's a lot of things that could go wrong here. So, first thing we have to think about here is that there's a really good chance that he just goes for Thunderbolt and kills my Pelipper. He also could see that I have Garchomp on my team and go for an Ice Beam on the immediate switch. This is a really weird play. I think one of the best plays here might be ending up going my Zapdos, actually, because it's kind of a middle ground play. This could be incorrect, but you know what? I want to go ahead and test it. This whole journey is all about learning. I'm not the best PvP player by any means, nor am I ever going to try to trick you guys into thinking that, right? There's the Ice Beam. My opponent is a good player. This is still going to do Okay, to be fair, that did way more damage than I expected. This is a great example of me learning damage rolls and learning how to play this matchup. There's not really a great way to put me into this. I believe that Starmie also outspeeds me, so I'm essentially just sacrificing a Pokemon here. I'm essentially dead. Now, if I'm going to sacrifice a Pokemon, do I want it to be my Zapdos? Probably not. But I don't know if I have a way to save this, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go down. Yeah, this is a really unfortunate situation. Starmie is a really, really good counter to Rain. That was just a really bad first turn in that situation. I arguably could have stayed in and gone for the U-turn on Pelipper if I expected him to be that Ice Beam switch play, which I did expect, but I'm also really worried about something I'm trying to improve on is not throwing away my Pelipper so readily. So I was really scared if he just clicks Thunderbolt there, then I throw away my most valuable Pokemon. There's honestly a lot of arguments that could be made that maybe I'm supposed to go Kingdra, actually. Just hard go Kingdra. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Respectfully, please. I am just learning. Okay, let's jump into it. There's a few things here. I think I just end up going Ludicolo most likely and threatening Giga Drain / Energy Ball, and then he would end up going Weezing or Jellicent, which Giga Drain would hit pretty hard. I think I just go Ludicolo always here. He could go a few things. He could go Jellicent, Skarmory. Knockoff is always decent here if we just stay in and go for that. It's a really tough play of how we use our rain turns and how we do this properly. Part of me just wants to click Surf, but then it's a matter of, like, what will he switch here? Weezing's more of a defensive wall. He probably go, like, he can't really go Jellicent here, though, is the problem. Would he really go Skarmory into the Ludicolo becomes the question. It's actually a really tough play. Like, what happens here? What does he do here? Does he go Storm on the Giga? Does he just sack something? I'm just going to click the safe move first things first. He probably goes, yep, into something like Weezing or Skarmory. And I expected that. I really wanted to click Surf there, but I didn't know if it was 1000% the right play. And he might just be trying to burn Rain teams right now. Or Rain turns. I think that he's actually going to go Jellicent here, expecting me to Surf. I'm going to click Giga Drain. He's going to Protect to Scout. Well played by him. Okay. Once again, he's trying to stall these Rain turns and get that advantage away from me. Well played, opponent. Pretty cool team for my opponent. A little, like, overly bulky and stally, but he's got Lucario, he's got Mamoswine. I'm assuming the Starmie's offensive. I would call this a very good balanced team. But now we're a little scared. There's a good chance. I'm going to go Knockoff here. There's a good chance he doesn't go to that Jellicent we're worried about, but there it is. He goes Skarmory instead. We're going to go for a Knockoff. That's the benefit of that on this Ludicolo, is to get these weird little, in these neutral plays, still getting some advantage. We do knock off his Rocky Helmet, and now he's expecting me. I should go for Surf here. I think he goes, ooh, he clicked so fast though. I think he goes Jellicent, right? So I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain on the Jellicent switch. We have to get some advantage here. He goes Lucario. I'm guessing just some sort of middle ground here. Interesting. I'm really scared about going Surf into the Jellicent here. That's why I'm playing this the way that I am. My opponent making incredibly good switches, and I always try to call out to you guys, if my opponent plays better and deserves the win, I usually try to be very vocal about that. That's going to happen a ton as I'm learning PvP. There's a really good question here of, I think I just go ahead and go for the Surf here. Does he actually go for the Jellicent now? Okay, we do finally get our Surf off and get a ton of damage and take out the Skarmory, showing the power of Rain. My opponent is backed up against the wall. It's really, really hard for him to play against this. I'm trying to play around that water absorb Jellicent. There's so many things to factor in here. It's really tough. It's really, really, really honestly just tough. What are the odds? I think he just protects here. He definitely just protects here to stall a turn. The question here is, what do I do into that? I think I go Garchomp and then go either set up rocks or go Pelipper after. So we're going to switch on the Protect to stall the final turn. There's no way he does. He is so smart. My opponent is playing, like, I can't stress, extremely well. My opponent playing extremely, extremely well. I think I do want to go ahead and set up rocks here. He's going to Protect. I think I still set up rocks through Protect, I believe. Yes, thank everything. That's how that works. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now I go Pelipper, and I'm going to look to, he could Will-O-Wisp me. That's totally fine. That's, like, really, really good for me. Yep, that's fine. That's actually good for me. And now I can go ahead and go for a Defog, because I do want to get rid of these Toxic Spites. Or do I care about any other status more? I think I just go for the defog always here. I'm going to go for it. We do defog my own rocks. I just realized, that was kind of a silly, willy little play, actually. I don't know how I feel about that. It took me a second. I also don't set up rain because the Weezing is in. See, look, this is a good learning opportunity. I'm realizing my opponent's just going to sit here on Weezing because he... Oh, man. Because he doesn't let me set up rain. He can just stay in here, essentially. I need to answer this Weezing before anything else. I can't set rain into it. I think I U-turn over to, like, Kingdra. And probably hit Hydro Pump. I think that's probably the play. We're going to U-turn. Does this thing Rocky Helmet? Is it better to just hard switch there if it is? We're going to do this over to our Kingdra and try to click something like a Hydro Pump to make him get out of this fight so we can bring back in our Pelipper and go for the rain. My opponent playing very well. Clearly lots of experience against rain. I'm very scared of the Jellicent switch in here, which makes me want to go for Dragon Pulse. I think Dragon Pulse is just the best neutral play here. He's going to Scout as well. But I don't know if it matters. He could go like Lucario. I don't think it really matters. I think I just still stay in and click Dragon Pulse. I think I still do really good damage. Okay, 82% is ridiculous, to be fair. I did not expect to do that much damage. I wonder if he didn't expect me to be Specs. I don't know if he has a good switch here into the Dragon Pulse. Like, I gotta stay here and click. He's just protecting. I'm just clicking Dragon Pulse. Now, I could go Pelipper here on a potential switch. And that, ooh, that gives me such... It gives me such advantage. I just don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. I think I just sit here and click this. Yeah, into this. That's fine. This thing's special defensively bulky. Even so, it took 46%. I'm going to go ahead and stay. I'm just staying in here and clicking Dragon Pulse. He has no way to answer this. He could recover, I guess, afterwards. We're doing 49. It's very, very close. If I get a crit, it's over. Yeah, there's the recover. I'm happy to just stay in here and click Dragon Pulse until I crit 1 in 16 and threaten the hell out of this Jellicent. This Jellicent is like maybe the #1 Pokemon that I want to be able to answer. So if I can threaten it down like this, I take this. He's gaining a little bit of HP every turn. Is he now out of crit range? I don't think so. Now he for sure is, unfortunately, after this recover. So we fish for the crit. Don't get it. Understandable. You can't hope for that. You just gotta, you maximize your opportunities, but you can't expect it. I wonder if he expects me to switch here and I should just go for one more Dragon Pulse. I am down. Wow, really low on PP, actually. I'm going to go the Pelipper now. It's kind of obvious / choreographed, but we're going to do it. One of our best plays here, in my opinion. Go for our Pelipper. He goes for the recover, so the Dragon Pulse would have been wasted. Good to see. Good to see. You know, I really do want... I have to get a defog off. I have to. Nice taunt. Well played by my opponent once again. That's an OU knowledge gap. I did not expect a taunt from Jellicent. I did not know that this Pokemon ran this like that. Now, this becomes a total, like, skill-based fest. I'm going to stay in for a little bit and go for a Hurricane since we are banded. Or not banded, excuse me. What's it called? Ooh, doing very little. This thing just being very, very, very... Oh, what's the word? Oh, man. Especially defensively bulky. We do get a lucky confusion. That's kind of silly. I have to hard switch here. Oh, this is not going to look good. I have to hard switch to something, I believe. I don't think I can sack my Pelipper quite yet. I need one more rain setup. We either go to Tops or Ludicolo. I'm a little scared that Ludicolo goes down to the poison plus, what's it called? But Top is also not tanky. Like, Top's Spit F is not great. I don't think I super need Tops in this. Also, what does Tops click into this? Probably Stone Edge is the only thing. I could also... I can't really just go Kingdra. I really can't. I could try to go Garchomp. I don't hate Garchomp. Does everything get hit by EQ except for Weezing? And Weezing's chipped really, really low. Does Jellicent levitate? Let's go check Jellicent ability. A quick Google search will help me out here. Jellicent ability. I believe it's like Water Absorb Cursed Body. I can't play around everything. Yeah, Water Absorb Cursed Body. You can't play around everything. I'm going to go... He probably has Ice Beam access, though, so going Garchomp is kind of troll. There's so many things to factor in here. I'm gonna go for the Ludicolo play. I feel like it's the best play, but let's see if we learn a lesson today, you know? That's what a lot of it comes down to. He is confused, so we could get lucky there. He does get the Shadow Ball off. Understandable. Have a nice day. We are poisoned. I think I almost always want to go for Giga Drain here, regardless of what comes in, for sustain and hopefully do enough damage to whatever comes in. He probably just goes Wheezing. Can he really even do that, though? Does he just sack Wheezing? Lucario, that's fine. He might have Bullet Punch, like some sort of priority, but we do a fair bit. What are the odds we live the Bullet Punch after the sustain? I think pretty low. After the sustain into the toxic damage and the life orb damage, no, like almost non-existent. I think he kills me with extreme speed or something here, 1000% actually. So I think I want to switch here. I think he goes for an extreme speed or something of the sort. Going Garchomp, I think, is the best play. Going Kabutops is super greedy. I'm going to go Garchomp here. I almost want to go Tops, but it's so ridiculously greedy. We're going to go Garchomp here. We do get badly poisoned. Extreme speed comes out doing 37. That's quite good for me. He has no EQ resistance. I think we just start spamming EQ from here. Do the best we can. Do all the damage we can. I think that's the play. Weezing's reactive gas. This will get hit by EQ for pretty... Yup, it's special defensive. That's good for me. Did I get cursed bodied? Is that what just happened? What was that little animation? That was so weird. Was that just from the particle effect, I believe? So 43.5. I don't know if this kills. Oh, man, it might be a roll. That sucks, but it's all I can click. Okay, it died. Whew. Oh, man. The last time, so the last turn you said, I did 43.5% and then 44.4%. So it was a little bit of a roll there. That was really, really close. Really scary. We do take out the Jellicent. I think I can make this game be mine. It's very close. I would love a Quick Claw proc here. This is a great example of I'm just sacking my Garchomp here. I wonder if why didn't he go Mamoswine and like Ice Shard me here? I also am guessing this Mamoswine's most likely Sash. Oh, so I really want to like Stealth Rock here, but I'm gonna go for the EQ Quick Claw activate. I feel like that's more beneficial. We let our guy go down. We're now gonna bring in Pelipper, set up Rain, as well as I think that's the play. I don't think there's ever any other play here. I'm really scared of this Mamoswine being what's it called? This would be a good situation where we're having Aqua Jet. I recently put Swords Dance over Aqua Jet on my Kabutops. This would be a great example of like where it would actually be better to be Aqua Jet against this most likely. Well, even then he's Ice Shard. It's tough to say. I just go for a Defog here, I believe. Yep, there's the Thunderbolt taking me out. I can't do much about that. That's okay. That's to be expected, basically. Now we bring in Ludicolo and just go for Giga Drains. We kill the Lucario. We do enough to the Weezing. I think we're fine. This is really, really, really close. I could even just Surf, arguably. I'm taking the Life Orb chip. Life Orb plus. I'm gonna go for the Giga. The only thing I'm scared of is the Giga not killing the Weezing. I don't remember the damage roll. That's the only situation that sucks. And every turn matters right now. Every single turn matters in this current situation. It all comes down to this Mamoswine and its priority with Ice Shard and whether or not it has whether or not it has Focus Sash or not. Thankfully, we do enough damage to kill with the Giga. I did not remember the roll. Was that a crit? If that was a crit, it might have mattered. No, it was not a crit, thankfully. Okay, that is very, 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 very relevant. Very, 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 very important. Whew. Very close match here. Lucario probably comes in and extreme speeds me, is my guess. And I don't think I do anything about that. I think I just let myself die. I'm wasting another turn if I don't... Wait, do I? Do I go to, like, Tops here? Do I actually go to something else here? Like Kingdra or Tops to tank it? I have plenty of Rain turns, actually. What are the odds he's Protect on something? I might want to save this. Oh, this is actually really close. Really scary. Oh, man. I have to think here. What are the odds he doesn't click Extreme Speed expecting a switch? I'm gonna go for it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it really matters. We're gonna see if it does, and I just threw. It'll be a good game to VOD review if that's the case. We now go over to Kabutops, I believe. Tanks this pretty well. And I think we just click, like, Waterfall. I'm a little scared of my damage. Maybe I should have gone... I'm a little scared of my damage into the Starmie. Probably clicked extreme speed to do some chip damage. Yup, you got it. We're going to be super fast because the rain. Very terrified of this Mamoswine. But if we position well enough, we should be fine. The Life Orb chip plus... All the chip is really hurting me here. I don't know if I kill this Starmie with a pure attack. Yup. This is really awkward. I think I have to go for Stone Edge and hit it. We hit it. We hit it. We hit it. We hit those. We hit those. That was a crucial moment there. If I don't hit that Stone Edge, the game is like almost surely over, I believe. It's really close. Well, maybe not. Maybe if that messes, I still win. But I don't know. It's pretty close. Mamoswine comes in. I can superpower this. He probably Ice Shards me. But now we're pretty much in the bag. I don't even know if Ice Shard kills me. It definitely will after Poison. I think Ice Shard might kill me, but even if it does, I'm able to bring in Kingdra and go for Surf. I should be good. Ice Shard doesn't even kill me. That is the game. That is what Rain is supposed to do. This was a perfect game 1 of the episode. There was the Focus Sash that I was telling you about. The Focus Sash that I was worried about. Oh, man. Well played. My opponent played this game really, 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 really well. I feel like his team just had a rough... I don't know. I actually don't know how I couldn't explain to you why he lost this, to be totally honest with you. I think he played very well. He has Starmie and Jellicent, which was pretty well positioned against my team. On paper, everything looks so good. I think the only thing... There's probably something about... I just clicked Surf here. The only thing is... Ice Shard not doing enough. Beautiful. There's the GGs. Maybe it was just positioning. Maybe it was just positioning. I really thought about this game. Something in PvP that Spidget tries to teach me as a fellow Pokemon content. If you don't know, Spidget, amazing PvP creator. Planning your endgame, and I kept in mind the entire time, Mamoswine has Sash. I have to have enough HP and enough things to tank the Ice Shard. Like, I thought about that, right? Thinking about your endgame and planning out what Pokemon you need to stay alive. I didn't let my Pelipper die early, right? Like, sacrificing my Zapdos really early on to keep my Pelipper alive was a really big deal in that game. I don't know if it's better to sack something else, like the Garchomp or whatever, but he didn't have an EQ resistance. There was a lot of things there that led to that victory. Specifically that I was a Garchomp attacking into his team on Rain was really good. That was a very, very good good game. Well played to my opponent. Extremely, extremely high-skilled opponent. I would argue much better than me. But you know what? The better player doesn't always win. We were able to take that victory today. Could ring the bell for that. Why not? To celebrate. But don't worry, I won't be showing you guys every PvP game like that on the Iron Man account. I usually upload them as separate videos, but I like to show you guys one game just to show you what a lot of them might look like and sort of the thought process as I break things down. But from this point forward, there is an Electebuzz catch event that happens in about 3 hours or so from the current time of recording. So there's going to be Electebuzz +5, Luxio +2. This is over in Sinnoh at Route 222. Floatzel -5, and some nature bonuses right here. I am going to be heading to this very, very, very soon. Shiny Electabuzz is the prize with 1,000 RP up for grabs, and obviously some more free RP, which is very, very, very pivotal on an Iron Man account. But before that catch event, we have ourselves an Alpha Breloom spawn, and I don't know if I've seen one of these yet on the account, and it actually offers a pretty important hint ability in Technician Breloom, which I believe is preferred for PvP, but it depends on the build. Technician allows him to get boosted for his Mach Punch, so you can basically set up Swords Dance and then have a super boosted Technician Mach Punch, while also threatening Spore. It allows it to be a sort of multi-versatile threat in PvP. Alright, overall, like a pretty complicated catch. Breloom's always a little annoying since he has access to Drain Punch and Spore and Swords Dance. He can do a lot of things, but thankfully not too shabby. It only took me a few... Once I got the fight actually set up, it only took me about, I think, 2 or 3 timer balls, but getting the fight set up takes a lot longer on a Breloom than most Pokemon. But there we go. You have to soak it, you know, skill swap and all that stuff. 31 Spadef, 31 Speed. This could be bred up to be a proper Breloom in the future. Also, it came out female, which is actually ideal, because once again, I probably want to keep that a Breloom. I probably want to keep that as that species. Alrighty, but now after 0 crash outs and 0 raging from PvP, somebody definitely didn't stream snipe me and fucking send me into oblivion. We're gonna go ahead and start the catch event, fellas, on the Iron Man account. Electabuzz catch event today. I'm gonna first catch this Gastron, actually. Fuck it, for the Pokedex. We love a Pokedex entry. I'm gonna go ahead and get this going, and then after that, look for Electabuzzes, and what else is being caught in this event? Let's go double check. Electabuzz, Luxio, and Floatzel over here. I think this is going to be a false swipe Pokeball event, weirdly. I don't know if you can, like, quick ball these mons that effectively. I might double check to calc, but I'm pretty sure it's like a false swipe for Pokeball, like, full cheap event to participate into, but not a fast one in terms of a lot of catches. And I actually want less catches right now on the Iron Man because I'm so low for PC space. Okay, Electebuzz is just an extremely tough catch. I'm running the calculations, and let me actually try to get them on screen really quick. But essentially, Electebuzz, 1 HP, and asleep with Dust Ball. We can use Dust Ball, thankfully, because it's nighttime in-game, I believe, for the entire event. But even with all of that, right? Like, False Swipe, like, there's no way we're ever quick balling this event. 88, it's still an 88% chance to catch, which is like pretty, it's good. It's not terrible. Like 50 or 60% is where it's really shitty. Oh, I forgot the Spore. Whoops. So it's actually lower in this catch right now. That was a mistake on my end, but this will be a tough catch event. I think it's probably worth to just False Swipe, Spore, and then use a proper Pokeball for everything. We are getting multiple Pokedex entries, though. We've gotten Gastron, Electabuzz, and Floatzel for this. So 3 Pokedex entries for an event. Hell yeah. Okay, someone in chat said use fastballs for Electabuzz. Now, not the best advice because I can't do that on an Iron Man because I don't have access to fastballs. However, I could get access to them in the future. So I actually do appreciate the suggestion because it reminded me I should farm some apricorns. I'm going to add that as a tier 1 goal over on the notepad document because farming some apricorns, I haven't done that yet on an Iron Man account. It might be actually, apricorns might actually be some of the best Pokeballs on an Iron Man account because they actually cost less than on like most other balls. Actually, if they only cost 1k to turn into a ball or so, that's cheaper than a lot of balls on an Iron Man account, but it obviously depends. It takes the time of farming the apricorns. You got to factor that in, but on the main account you have to buy the apricorns as well, so it's to be cheaper in cost. It'll be interesting. I'm curious to try that. We're gonna add that over. I never even thought about that yet. We haven't gotten to that yet. I'm gonna add that to the list. Oh shit, I will take the double 31 breeder. Isn't it humanoid? It's a little weird that it's in special attack. Not great for that egg group, but I'll always take a 2x31. That is about a 1 in 78 chance. Always happy to see a breeder like that on the iron. I don't think I have Mr. I do have it in my decks. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? We'll grab this Pokeball since we've been running back and forth from it so often. It's a free quick ball. You know what? We'll happily take that. Okay, I've literally caught like 6 Pokemon. I think actually 6 Pokemon for my Pokedex in this one catch event. So this spot was perfect. We got a Purugly now as well. We've got Purloin, Purugly, Electabuzz, Luxio, and Floatzel. We're all Pokedex entries. And I think I'm missing one more. A lot of Pokedex entries on the Iron Man, dude. That's honestly, we love that passive work during a catch event. And it's a breeder. Hell yeah. All right, that is the end of the event. We're gonna go check our PC and see what we caught. I don't think I got anything worth submitting, but that's okay. That's normal. I'm very above average. I'm not even above, I've been very insanely lucky during catch events so far on the history of the Iron Man account. I'm not expecting anything here. We're gonna move everything I caught over to, ooh, I did kind of mess up a little bit by making it a little messy. Let's try to move whatever I can over here. That Pokemon stays here. Move it over to release. Move the Gastron as well, even though it's not really for the event. Move these over. Beautiful, beautiful. And then sort by total IV. All right. My highest catch is a 130 Luxio. Serious Nature. That ends up being like a one. Is it neutral? I think it's like a one. I think it's just a one. I think that's just the score, actually. Yeah, my 130 is my highest score, which is not very high, but that's okay. Very average. My lowest score is a 57. Very average catch event for me. We got some breeders. We got Pokedex entries. Very satisfied with the progress, even though obviously can't win every catch event. That'd be insane to expect. All right, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1x31 Pokemon, as well as my Electabuzz. This one did end up 2x31. We're gonna move these over to a new box. Yep, more breeders. ... I'm officially making it a box. I've been like dreading renaming it because I don't want to admit the fact that I have this many breeder boxes, but I can't lie to myself anymore. It's becoming a breeder box. It's literally almost halfway full of breeders. It's a breeder box. Yeah, get those ... Let's go ahead. I think we just release the rest of these. We'll grab all items. There's a Porygon that got swooped in there. Let me move that over really quick. Wait a minute. That was a almost a silly willy mistake. That's okay. I'm going to sort by total IV really quick just to see if I want to keep anything, but I don't think there's anything I super want to keep. Actually, you know what? This definitely gets kept. 20 plus in every stat except for the attack. We can brace an attack. Yeah, we'll take that, honestly. More breeders it goes over to. That, not good enough. I think everything else is probably not good enough. Yep. All right, feel pretty satisfied. Just that little search. We'll go ahead and release just like this. We could keep like one Luxio. Then we could always keep like the breeder Luxio. I'm sure we have 1x31 one. Yeah, we need to evolve this into a Luxray and then breed it back down into a Shinx. We already have Shinx for Pokedex, actually. We'll breed this up, we'll level up into a Luxray and then get that Pokedex entry there as well in the future. So we keep a few of these for Pokedex entries. release in the future or breed down in the future. All right, we have an Alpha Quagsire we're going to catch here in a quick sec on the Ironman, but more importantly, we have catch event results announced. Cosmic wins 4th place with a score of 20. Congratulations to you, Cosmic. Really cool name with a K. And then up to 3rd place. In 3rd place, we have Varkley. I like the names. Varkley with a 168. Congratulations. Really reasonable scores. 2nd place, we have, okay, I love these names today. Lemon Squares, my dessert of choice. I actually prefer lemon squares over a birthday cake for my birthday. Very smart name you have. Lemon Square with a score of 170 for 2nd place. One of the more normal catch event, numbers we've seen. Yo, Cotton Candy Girl. Okay, sorry, I literally just saw this person in the PC and was like, wow, Cotton Candy Girl, what a cool name. And she had like a cool hat vanity and that's so funny. And they won the event with the ones. I literally just saw them in the PC. I was like, wow, what a cool name. That's so, what are the odds? With a score of 175, congratulations to them. Very, very cool name, cool character sprite, and cool catch event to win. Congrats on the shiny Electebuzz, the gift Pokemon. Hell yeah, dude. Nice catches. All right, here is the Quagsire catch. Bold Nature actually can be usable. This is like really close. This is actually really close to being a competitive Quag. I love Quagsire. Is it an NU right now? It's an UU. I don't see myself building a UU team anytime soon, but a bold Quagsire, 31 HP, 31 defense, literally ideal IV placements. And you would go like high special attack to be able to spam Scald. And you want to breed the egg move Recover onto it is the big thing. The Recover is quite important. But hidden ability, people do go unaware Quagsire a lot nowadays. It is like kind of the ability of choice. I love Water Absorb because of nostalgia, but unaware is probably a bit better. Allows you to like break through like certain Pokemon setting up and being silly willy. So love that. Really good catch. That could be a competitive Quagsire one day. If it goes on to NU, I would be really motivated. I do want an NU team on the Ironman at some point. Obviously, I'm playing OU right now, 1 tier at a time, but an NU team is definitely a big, it's on my horizon, the goals for sure. Probably down the line that we already have OU. All right, it is a day later after the extra stream. Been playing a little bit of PvP, but not too much. I plan to hopefully record some games today, but I am celebrating a friend actually moving across the country, so I don't know if I'll have a whole lot of time to play PokeMMO PvP. Obviously, IRL responsibilities and, friends leaving takes a high priority. Now, I wanted to show you guys my win rate. We're still, dude, I'm amazed that I'm over 50% win rate. I'm actually so happy with that. We have 9 more days to earn 600 more of the matchmaking reward points. So we're halfway there. We are halfway to our Scizor, and we have a little bit more than half of the time. So we should be making good time on that, good progress. We should be able to make it in time. I'm going to quickly play 1 game or so in the next 15 seconds once this queue pops, but we did get more rewards. We got 5 heart scales, and honestly, like, dude, great example of main account rewards versus Iron Man, right? A main account, this is nothing. Let's do the math actually. On a main account, 5 heart scales would be equivalent to, what are they, 7,000 Pokeyen a piece? Let's go see. 6,000 a piece, right? So on a main account, heart scales are worth 30,000 Pokeyen. I'm going to hurry up this math so I can get to this game, but on a main account, 30,000 Pokeyen, which is 1/10 of an hour, because you can make 300,000 Pokeyen during a Jimmy run. So that's, if my math is correct, 6 minutes. If my math is, I think that's right, right? This reward is worth 6 minutes of your time on a main account. That's terrible, right? On an Iron Man account, when I'm farming 5 to 10 heart scales an hour, that's 30 minutes. 5 heart scales being worth 6 minutes of your time on a main account versus 30 minutes on an Ironman account. What a massive, massive difference. Also, this was very quick, so I didn't really mention it, but I did unlock Black City. I went ahead and head over here, went inside the PC, and then I also unlocked Abundant Shrine. You can actually fly to Abundant Shrine, the little green dot in Unova, fun fact. And that's actually relevant for berry farming. It's one of the meta spots for berry farming. All right, good morning. Just wanted to show off this Iron Man PvP game because this looks like a game where LUDICOLOOOO could just sweep. We were able to set up Stealth Rocks on turn 1 with our Garchomp, and now my entire opponent's team is basically weak into my LUDICOLOOOO, which just feels amazing. I don't know if this will one-shot, to be fair. Suicune, very tanky Pokemon. Yeah, not quite a one-shot, but we should be able to take it out with 1 more attack. This is exactly the position you want to be put into as Rain, is just something where LUDICOLOOOO can just go unchecked and be a monster. Yeah, Calm Mind Suicune is not going to slow me down enough. I kind of feel bad. This looks like this possibly this guy's first game in PvP, and he's got to go against Rain. I feel for him, I really do, but at the same time, I just lost a game to Stall. I loaded up this morning, very early morning, loaded up first game of the day against Stall, and just wasn't a fun experience, you know, as it goes. It's not the worst thing in the world, it's not broken. I need to learn how to play against Stall properly, as well as I put up the rocks to break this multi-scale Dragonite, very, very importantly. I think I might even build a team. If I build a team after Rain, I might build a team that is purposefully built to beat Stall. I can't believe how much Stall I run into on ladder. I did not think it was this ever present. I am really just, I'm impressed at how much Stall there is, which is not a good sign, but yeah, we'll have to work on that. I love to build some sort of balanced team or turbo setup. My initial strategy for the Ironman was going to be turbo setup actually before I landed on the Rain strategy, but Rain's a bit easier to pilot. I like the idea of going turbo setup as well. Turbo setup including like multiple different setup Pokemon on one team and just trying to wait until your opponent slips up and lets something set up, aka a Dragon Dance Gyarados, a Dragon Dance Dragonite, or you could go like a Choice Band Dragonite to throw your opponent off, making them think that you're Dragon Dance, but you could do like Dragon Dance Gyarados, Quiver Dance Volcarona for sure. I mean, that triple core honestly is pretty good. They all kind of died a Rock Slide / Stone Edge. That's the main weakness there. You would need a ground type. If you went something like Garchomp, you know what, if you have like a ground type, I'm trying to think, a good tanky ground type would honestly be nice as a little pivot there. I have to, the main thing I think of is just always Garchomp, obviously, but you could even go something like a Hippo down, I'm trying to think, and maybe go Sandish. Would that work well on that team becomes the question. I don't know if it would be terrible. There's a lot of interesting options there, but it seems like I probably won this game, but yeah, if I build another team, we're going to go some sort of like balance turbo setup type strategy. And if I win this game, I should be able to get the Shed Shell. I think it'll give me enough matchmaking reward points to get that. I'm currently 22, so 50. Well, after this game will be, you know, slightly in the positive on the win rates. And my BP, that's the crazy thing about playing PvP is, oh my goodness, my BP has just been sneaking up there passively. 13,000 BP. We are zooming towards our BP item goals. That is going to be insane progress on the Ironman account. Being good at PvP and like playing properly might be some of the best ways to earn BP. That actually feels insane. All right, well, it seems like my opponent has Alt F4, and I don't blame him for that, man. This is probably his first PvP game, and unfortunately, there was just a team building issue. His team could not answer like LUDICOLOOO. His team just got swept by too many Pokemon, so unfortunately he'll have to hit the drawing board. But yeah, it's tough to see, man. Once again, I just went through, I'm still going through a similar experience, right? Like, it sucks how much you have to lose in PvP. We didn't quite the Shed Shell, whoopsie, but you gotta just lose a lot, and it sucks. And especially like against teams that are frustrating to play against, things like Stall, things like Rain, and whatever you're, everybody's also got different vices. Like, everybody has a PvP Pokemon or a team they hate losing to. I mean, for me, I hate losing to Scizor, right? Like, Scizor just feels so uninteractable, or at least did. To be fair, obviously, I'm playing Rain, which is like fine. It's like fine into Scizor. He gets Hydro Pumped, like, just for so much damage. In the past, like, Scizor felt so hard to deal with. I need to play more teams and different teams to see how I really feel, but playing OU in 2025, Scizor seems like a totally non-problem. I mean, he's obviously powerful, but he doesn't feel as oppressive as he did when I used to play PvP back in the day. Tyranitar feels really balanced, and I like playing against T-Tar matchups. It's a very skill-based matchups in those like weather wars. I don't know if it's like a Mon. It's really just Stall. I'm trying to think if there's any other Pokemon that's just like unfun to play against. I mean, it's just all the Stall Mons. Chansey, Gliscor, Ferrothorn. But even Ferrothorn is like, you're not mad because it's broken. You're mad because it like counters my team pretty well. I should be able to have like things slotted in better. Let's see what we're against. Okay, we're not against Stall. That's good at least. We're against, the Rain mirror match. I'm not going to show you guys this whole game, but this will be an interesting one. I wonder how this will play out. Also, my opponent's got some drippy drip. All right, but my opponent using Weather Ball did remind me. I've been meaning to switch my Kingdra over to Weather Ball. I love using Hydro Pump. I love the, the risky moves, but there's just no reason to take this risk. I love making risks. I love making fun plays. Weather Ball is just better. We have Surf in case Rain is not up and we need to click something. We don't need Hydro Pump. We can just click Weather Ball. It makes it a 100, it's 100 base power, 100% accuracy versus 110 base power on Hydro Pump, 80% accuracy. That is just not worth it. Like that 10, it's just not worth it. So we're going to switch over to Weather Ball and try this out. If I think that's bad, we can fix it. Also, we are still Dragon Pulse on this thing. I would like to switch to Draco Meteor. Let's go see how Draco Meteor is learned. Is it a relearn? We have our heart scales. We could do that. Let's see. I don't even see. Is it a TM? How is Draco Meteor taught? TM. Let's go buy a TM. We have 6 seconds. I'm gonna, yeah, we'll do it next, probably after this game. But I'm gonna start heading over to the shopping mall, go buy a Draco Meteor TM and teach that over as well. Some upgrades to the Iron Man team. All right, after some really, really weird games today, we did walk away with a W, thankfully. I'm going to go pick myself up a Draco Meteor TM, actually. We do have another upgrade. Let's go find the Dragon TMs. They're all sorted so strangely. Okay, here they are. Draco Meteor, 25,000 Pokeyen. I want to go ahead and buy this over, put this over Dragon Pulse. I really like Dragon Pulse at times, but I think Draco Meteor should be better. There are certain times I need to beat Stall, and I think Draco Meteor will help me a little bit more. Breakthrough Stall, maybe that's wrong. I need to be doing like massive amounts of damage. I need more wall breakers, and I think that should help me a little bit there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that is the game changer that I needed. We have Weather Ball now. Our Kindro's been totally revamped, honestly. I wonder if there's any other changes on my team. Maybe even just switching out something for a non-ranked Pokemon becomes ideal at some point. Like switching out the Kabutops for like a Conkeldurr. I've seen a lot of Conkeldurrs on enemy teams. I love Conkeldurr, very strong Pokemon. The problem is getting a good Conkeldurr on an Iron Man account is tough. I want to start theory crafting though. If I were to switch out one of these Mons, what would I do? It needs to be probably a fighting type, probably something with probably Conkeldurr. Probably a Balti fighting type that can answer Chansey really well and also take advantage against other Mons. That might be the best strat. I probably would cut Kabutops in that instance, but it feels bad to lose him. But I think he's supposed to be my answer. He feels like the weakest Pokemon on the team, in my opinion, like for sure. Like it's like kind of not even close. I think he feels like the weakest Mon on the team. There are times where he sweeps, but like Ludicolo is just way better most of the time. Ludicolo feels like the strongest Mon on the team when, well, that or Kingdra. Kingdra just does insane damage. Kindra's pretty nuts, but Ludicolo is just insane coverage. They're two different benefits. All right, I'm gonna play one more game with the Draco Meteor set and see if we can learn something. All right, you may notice that there is a lot of people around me. I'm over here for an Alpha Ditto spawn in Hoenn, the most popular spawn in all of PokeMMO, the most popular Alpha as well as, I mean, it's the best Alpha, it's the most Pokeyen, and it's still the best for an Iron Man account as well. You get a guaranteed 2x31 Ditto with also 20 plus or 15 plus and other stats. It's going to be an amazing breeder. Very excited to catch this here in a quick sec when I can actually find it, but quick little PvP check-in as well. So, I mean, I'm still at that 50% win rate, which I'm ecstatic about. The fact that I'm not sub 50% win rate, I'm so happy about. It wouldn't surprise me if I end this season with a 40% or so win rate. I wouldn't even be upset. I mean, I would be upset about that, but I shouldn't be. You know, once again, new player getting back into it makes sense. 28 and 28. The biggest thing is I've played so many games. It takes so many more games. Randoms, I would go on win streaks and stuff. It takes so many more games when you are losing like this to get that PvP reward. It's been a grind. It's been a lot bigger of a grind that I'm used to versus like going for these rewards on the main account. So that is something to factor in. But I'm gonna finally go ahead and do this Ditto catch. It's so how laggy it is. It's like oh, I didn't lead with my spin on accident. That's okay. Small mistake. We can actually switch on over to it here in a quick sec, probably safely, but hopefully I'll see you guys with the actual catch. All right, and there is the catch. Let's see these IV rolls. 3x31. Yeah, it is in mixed attacks. A little awkward, but I mean, that could be relevant for like a certain breeder in the future for a specific mixed attacking Pokemon. They do come up every so often. I actually do need, honestly, this kind of reminds me, I do need a mixed attacking Garchomp still for PvP. I've currently been using a suboptimal Garchomp in PvP with Quick Claw. I might actually finally be able to go switch out that item, to be fair. I've been using Quick Claw for a fair bit, but I should be able to go buy some Focus Sashes with BP. I think that might actually be, well, let's go do that really quick. be totally honest, I am not looking forward to having to buy consumables with BP. I know that they're pretty cheap, but it just adds up over time, and my BP is extremely valuable. Although now that I have been doing PvP, obviously, 17,000 BP passively is really, really, really nice. So I forget which shop they're in. Let's go check. Let's see if they're in this one. I could pick up some like white herbs and metal herbs and stuff like that if I need to as well. But here's Focus Ashes. 100, is it one Focus Ash is 100 BP? Oh, dude, that's terrible. I mean, that's so, man, so inefficient that I don't even know if it's worth like buying any at all. I don't know if it's worth buying one for my Garchomp. I'd almost rather put on a different item or put on something else if I could afford something. That is really, really, really brutal. I almost prefer the Quick Claw, which is really sad. Obviously, it's not something you want, but there's not a great, alternative. I'd love to get an assault gear at some point. Heavy duty boots. I'm in no rush for heavy duty boots. They aren't relevant right now in Pokemon. They don't really have a use or a niche. Rocky helmet, loaded dice will get picked up in the future. I think for now, I guess we just keep rocking the Quick Claw. It's super awkward. I don't like it, but I don't know if there's a better option, to be honest. It does get me out of some jams if I proc it in a specific situation, but 100 BP per Focus Sash. If it was like for like 10, I would easily go for that, right? But that essentially means every single one PvP game that I win is 6 Focus Sashes. That's like hard to make a profit, you know? If I'm using, now I think it might consume differently. I kind of want to buy one to see how they consume, because sometimes they do consume in a different manner, meaning like in PvP you have like PvP uses which are different than PVM uses. Certain items work like that, like berries and stuff like that. If you put like a Lumberry on a Quagsire, sometimes you'll get multiple uses out of it. I know they've worked with that in the past and sort of finagled how they want that to work in PokeMMO, and I honestly don't know the current iterations. I don't play a whole lot of PvP, so maybe I'll pick up one at some point, but you know what? I'm kind of just lazily playing PvP and grinding towards midnight right now, so we'll just keep doing that. Right now, I don't need the Focus Sash to that extent, so we're not going to worry about it for now. But it's good to know. I'm glad I checked that they were 100 BP each. Well, after going on the most disgusting unlucky streak I've ever seen on the game in PvP, I'm now 28-3, and unfortunately below a 450 rating. I literally have gone like a 6 loss streak. I have missed, I think, 6 Draco Meteors, if not more. I've missed one Draco Meteor a game for the past 6 games. I am livid, and I keep playing against rain matchups, and I just keep getting I swear, I know I'm a bad player, yada yada yada. I'm just on an unlucky loss streak, and I've been on some lucky streaks, so it makes sense, but fuck, this is obnoxious. We are back on the PvP roller coaster, boys, and holy fuck, it does not feel fun. I need to get out of here. I want to win one more game and hopefully just call it for the night. I think I need to, I'm just rage queuing at this point. This is a miserable fucking experience. It's also just every player is just rain. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this game is going to get started by a crit U-turn by Jirachi for 64% so it's probably just over. I probably just lose because of that. Fantastic. Sometimes you just can't catch a break, and it sucks, man. I see comments like that. I see people whenever they say they're having a rough day. I try to wish people good luck at the end of my videos, you know, when it comes to PvP. Some days it just happens. We're going to go to bed soon and wake up tomorrow and try again. At least tomorrow streams return, and my energy is always better for PvP on streams. I definitely prefer playing PvP on streams, so hopefully that goes a lot better. But thanks for listening to my complaining in the meantime. Also, I need to note that I've lost every single speed tie against Kingdra every single time. My Kingdra is 31 speed, and it is 252 speed EVs. It is very possible, to be fair, that those Kingdras are either timid, or I guess not. There's really no chance Choice Scarf, but it's possible that every single Kingdra I've faced is timid nature for some reason, but I think I've literally lost every single speed tie. I've never beaten a Kingdra with my Kingdra in the matchup. I've lost every single speed tie. The same is true with my Garchomp versus other Garchomps. And sometimes they're just Choice Scarf, don't get me wrong. Like, we know mine's Quick Claw. But I just darn rotten luck today. And fuck, man. Now, did I go on a generational loss streak of 6 losses in a row? Yes, but I also had 0 desk slams. So you know what? We take the wins where we can get them. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm finally stopping the rage queue, and if this can be your reminder to not rage queue, here it is, man. Don't do it. You just always end up losing. This is a great question. We're playing some OU PvP today on the Iron Man account on stream. Really happy to be playing on stream. I did catch a W. I broke the generational loss streak. We're on our first win streak. I need to hopefully go on a win streak today. We'll see how it plays out. But someone in chat said, does Excadrill really make that much of a difference? Yes. The two biggest differences that hidden ability Excadrill makes over Garchomp on the Iron Man account is he can set up rocks into Magic Bounce Espeon, which we see a fair bit. And the other thing is being able to Earthquake Rotom Wash. That is genuinely so important. Being able to Earthquake Rotom Wash, being able to Earthquake Levitate Pokemon with Mold Breaker is so huge for like allowing me to get crucial chip damage onto Mons where I can actually take down the team. Rotom Wash is one of the biggest counters to my team that's really difficult for my team, specifically my rain team, to answer because I don't have access to Excadrill yet. We'll get it in the future. I also might need to just maneuver around my team. I'll have to talk to Spidget if I were to replace one Mon, what would it be and why? But I do kind of want to... I feel like I have a team problem right now. A lot of skill gap, don't get me wrong, but I also feel like I just get hard checked by too many things. I think I also haven't been clicking knockoff. I almost only click knockoff into Chansey, and I wonder if I need to be clicking that more. We'll have to see. We'll have to figure things out. All right, we got another game, another Iron Man OU game. Hopefully, okay, we're not against rain. We're against sand. We're against, this like straight up is kind of sand. It's T-Tar, Excadrill, Garchomp. Okay. What do I lead here? Probably Mandibuzz for the fog. My Garchomp outspeeds almost his entire team except for his Garchomp. If it's Scarf. I think Garchomp's always the lead here. We can like switch around what we need to do. Rotom is the hardest lead for my Chomp. This is the perfect example of why Chomp is so bad versus Excadrill. Some people were asking in chat earlier, I can't EQ this now. If I was Excadrill, I win this matchup. Because I don't have access to hidden ability Excadrill until the Lunar New Year event comes around. I can't. This does not actually hit. It's Levitate. So he gets to like Will-O-Wisp me for free here is usually what they do. So I'm just going to go Pelipper. I appreciate people in chat trying to help guys, but please don't say moves. Don't say moves or suggestions in chat. It will be a timeout. I want to try to learn myself and figure things out. He's the trick variant. So we have information now. That actually is important information. He tricks a Scarf onto my Pelipper. I'm actually okay with that. We could fast U-turn now, but is that even relevant? Well, actually, it is in this matchup. Hilariously, fast U-turn is much better in this matchup because now I get to escape his Volt Switch. And I can even draw my Garchomp on a potential Volt Switch. He also might click Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump's a little scary. He went straight for the trick. This is tough. I either go Garchomp here, assuming Volt Switch, but then Hydro Pump fucks me. Problem is, what do I do when I go? I think I have to just go like Kingdra. It's gonna take some chip regardless and hope that it's Hydro. Thank you, Clarko. Okay, there's the Volt Switch. That's kind of expected. I can't really do a whole lot about it. It's a lot of damage. The problem is, once again, like, this is a great example of if I was Excadrill, I get to switch Excadrill there and then EQ. Like, Excadrill there changes this whole game. Now I just lose. Like, I actually lose this game by not having hidden ability Excadrill. Like, that's the fucking Iron Man cost, man. This whole game is lost from not having hidden ability Excadrill, unironically, because of that positioning. I don't have the proper team. I think I need to change Garchomp. I think having a Rocks lead is really, really nice on rain teams when it is specifically hidden ability Excadrill. I think I've been trying to replace hidden ability Excadrill with Garchomp, and it does not work. I think this has to be like switched to a different mon on the team. I think this is fucking up the whole team. I think I need a different, I don't know, like a different build or something. It's really, really tough. Thoughts using Pinsir or Rampardos over Garchomp. They both have EQ, Multiplicator, and Stealth Rocks. But the problem is neither of them have stab. There's way too low power level is the problem. They're way too low power level. And they do fit the niche, which I respect, but they're just way like less powerful. And also don't yeah, they're just too weak. They're too weak and they don't have stab EQ, which Or the ground. Neither of them are ground. The point is you want a ground immunity for the Volt Switch. That Pinsir or Rampardos wouldn't solve this problem. Yeah, it's tough. It's team building in Pokemon is so specific. You want very, very specific things. And it's tougher when you're an Iron Man who can't have those specific things. You gotta play. You're playing at a disadvantage. He might just Pursuit me here. I kind of want to click Surf like a demon into Pursuit. He's a demon. He's doing. I respect it. I love it, honestly. We're just gonna randomly click Surf. I need to just start playing randomly so my opponents can't predict me at all. That's the play. That's the strat, dude. We kind of get a free Pelipper switch here because he went this. And then now I can just click like Scald into like a possible T-Tar switch. U-turn. Man, he's got U-turn Volt Switch against Rain. This is really, really hard for me to answer. Rotom comes in. I'm Scarf, so I can fast U-turn to Garchomp. I have to keep in mind that yeah. What are the odds he switches up to like Hydro Pump now? We're chipping this down a little bit. I might just have to like Declaw here. If he switches to like Hydro Pump there, I'm like cooked. I probably have to just click Declaw here and hope for good damage. He does not. I'm really surprised he does not want to face my Garchomp with his Rotom Wash. That's a winning matchup for him, or it should be. I can't EQ him. Do I have to Stone Edge here? Dragon Claw at 36%. It could be a roll. I'm just going to Edge just in case. We do hit it, thankfully. The miss is scary, but... yeah, 20 more U-turns. Yeah, if I just keep playing for the minimal advantage, 20 more U-turns, that Rotom is dead. Ugh. Okay, this tells me that he is, like, Scarf. There's no other way he would bring this in. And he's probably going for Draco Meteor or Dragon Claw or whatever. If it's Dragon Claw, it's tough. There's not really a great switch here. I think I just go like... I think I just sack this. Honestly. I think I just go for Declaw and hope that I like Quick Claw proc and just sack this. Yeah. Also, he's hitting Dragon Rush, which is 70. I've never seen an opponent miss a Dragon Rush. 75% accuracy. Okay, we have to go back to Pelipper. It's unfortunate we lost our Damp Rock. So now our Rain lasts less. You can just... honestly, that's not a bad idea. You could just play an Excadrill without hidden ability and hope all your enemies fall for it. Okay, that's actually... you're kind of spitting facts. Just unironically, like, bluffing like that is so good. The problem is if they see my name, they literally like should know that I can't have access to it, but that's Mold Breaker. That's actually true. Calypso. Good call, Calypso. Mold Breaker is one of those abilities. I'm Scarf. I think I outspeed. No, he outspeeds me. That's fine. We live in attack. We go for a Scald. Give me that burn. We do pretty big damage here in Rain Stab. Only 44. Damn. I've thought about possibly going offensive Pelipper, and that being one of the big changes to this team that I need, honestly. Do I really let this go down? I don't think I possibly can. I think I have to sacrifice something else here. He clicked really fast. I'm going to go tops here. He switches as well. Crazy plays. Okay. I have 9 seconds. Maybe you paid a shiny for the pearls. That doesn't work either. You have to get hidden ability, to suck hidden ability access off with prismatic pearls. I'm just fucked here, aren't I? I load on my Volt Switch check now. He can Hydro Pump. I'm running out of time. Yeah, I knew that didn't kill either. I wonder if I just can't win this matchup, like unironically. I would need to have a hidden ability Drillbur to be able to switch it. You gotta buy one? Yeah, on the Iron Man account? Yeah, true. What? Okay, the new PvP strat is creating an account called Iron something, and then just don't be an Iron Man, and then just just do that, and then don't be an Iron Man. This thing outsped me last time. Why is this Tyranitar so fast? I need to keep this thing alive. I need to preserve this. I'm just gonna hard grow Ludicolo and hope that I live. Okay, we are somehow still in this. No, I totally get it, Cootie. Okay, we're somehow still in this game. It's kind of amazing. Do I ever want to like knock off here? I think I just double surf. I think I just click surf and one shot is disgusting. Holy. Woo! Okay. That's crazy. Was that a crit? Okay, never. I'm lucky. Dude, I don't know what's happening. I'm lucky. That's so dumb. That's stupid, actually. That feels stupid. I don't know if I think that crit matters for sure. That's kind of a dumb win or dumb. That's stupid. I'm gonna be so honest. That's dumb. I'm not proud of that. 100% matters. Yeah, that makes me feel. That's just lame though. That's tough. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's really like the matchup is just so hard for me. The problem is, do I like take those and should I take those? Yes. The problem is I'm going to stay in Giga here and just hope that I live something. I think I might be faster as well, possibly. He's Ice Beam T-Tard. He's a demon. I respect it. Okay, we win this matchup. You don't always have to set... That's honestly one of the biggest things I'm learning. Your opponents think that you always like will immediately go set up rain if your rain goes down. One of the best things you can do as a rain player. Why is my counter counting when I can't even move yet? That sucks. Wait, my opponent's throwing. Wait, what happened? What happened? My opponent wants me to win for content. Okay, another crit. What the fuck? Okay, actually report me. That's actually a disgusting crit. Dude, this is a bad switch. I don't know why you would do this, but report me for that crit. I think I win now. That's really stupid. This game's dumb. A crit didn't matter. It probably didn't because I would two-shot anyway. Well, it might if he has like lefties. Okay, and he misses the rock slide. Ruben, you should report me. You should. This is dumb. I did not deserve this win. I 1,000,000% do not deserve this victory. Like actually 1,000, like 1 trillion million million jillion trillion %. I do not deserve this victory. That's really fucked up. I'm really sorry about that, Ruben. I genuinely don't feel good about it. What do I go first here? He's obviously gonna... Oh, I need to just click. Yeah, time. I need to go this and surf. He's gonna go in and set sand. I can surf and kill this. I'm faster. He sets sand. He's 36%. He comes in and has to click like Dragon Rush. Or we could just Dragon... If he has Dragon Claw, we'll see. I just let my Kingdra go down here. There's no way I lose this game, right? Surely. I might lose. Oh my god! Okay, Dragon... To be fair, that move... I'm so lucky. That is really... I did not deserve to win that game. Dragon Rush is 75. I don't feel that bad about the Dragon Rush miss at 70. It's the Dragon Rush miss on top of everything else. Ruben, report me. I owe you something. That was disgusting. I did not deserve that win. Oh my god, what a dumb win. What a dumb victory. Dude, PvP has been... The more I've been playing, it's been getting more and more frustrating. The wins don't feel good. The wins are like... I think I'm gonna be just playing too many games a day. I'm at 65 games played. Over... I started queuing with 12 days on the timer, I believe, and maybe 13. So in 5, have I been averaging over 10 games a day? That's gross. I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Bro, the PvP arc is cursed, man. 666 hours played. I'm gonna queue up for my first ever OU tournament. I am promising you, I'm going to get first rounded. I don't feel confident in my team. I don't feel confident in my play. Especially recently, I feel like playing over 10 games a day has been hurting my... Like, I'm getting worse. I think I'm playing too many games. And it's that balance of I'm being a worse PvP player, but I'm getting so many rewards as an Ironman account. I just got, the free 2,000 BP from the mail. I got, I'm at 18,000 BP on an Ironman account. Like, that's phenomenal. I'm working towards the Scizor. I'm almost trying to think of PvP as just a PVM experience, but I'm really bad. I'm really competitive, so mentally it's hard to make that switch. But yeah, I'm going to try to sign up for this tournament in a sec here. And my plan is to get first rounded. If I can get out of the first round, I will genuinely, like, dance around my room. I will be so flabbergastedly excited. There's no way. I think I will get first round, and that's okay. My goal is to, you know what? My goal heading into my first ever OU PvP tournament, don't get 6-0'd. That's my goal. That's it. Don't get 6-0'd, okay? Don't get 6-0'd is the goal. Okay, I think we're signed up, fellas. We made it. You have to go really, really fast, but I think we made it. We're 25th out of 48 players. Now, if enough people sign up that have priority 2 position, which I believe if people are like higher ranked in PvP, they have like priority, which I think is a really cool system, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna try this. Our first ever PvP tournament. I am going to my goal is to not get 6-0'd in the first round. That's my goal. That's what we're working with. Alrighty, fellas, in 4 seconds, we will be entering the first round of the first ever PvP tournament on the Iron Man account. I am but a humble... No, it's the Rain Mirror match! No! The match that I've been saying is so not in my advantage from the get-go. Oh, my goodness. We are against Crawdaunt, though. Maybe we can... Okay, let's lock in. He doesn't have Zapdos. We have Zapdos. How much do we care about rocks? They almost always lead Jirachi to set up their own rocks. Jirachi weaknesses. It's not a good sign if I'm Googling Jirachi type weaknesses and I'm in a fucking tournament. Does Jirachi not have Levitt? I can EQ this with my own Garchomp. What's Jirachi's base stat speed? Jirachi base stats. Serene Grace ability only 100. Okay, I think I'll go Garchomp here always. I think Garchomp wins this. What does he lead? Show me the Jirachi. The Kingdra. I respect the Kingdra lead into the possible counter lead of the Pelipper. My opponent is high ranked. Okay. He sees the Quick Claw in the tournament. Will his brain explode? Who's to say? Now we get to like declaw here for free. He obviously switches though, right? There's no way he stays in. We could set rocks for free, or if he thinks we're going declaw, he goes Jirachi. I want to EQ into the Jirachi switch like a demon. Okay, or fair, that's fine. We have to play like a demon to win this game. My opponent is high ranked. We have to play like a demon to win this game. Now, 36% is not amazing, I will say. I really don't want to set... The problem is I don't want to set rain for my opponent, but we could rocks into his leech or protect. I'm going to go for the rocks here. I don't care what he hits me with. I'm going to set my rocks up here. Leech Seed's fine. I played against this team a ton. Now, he probably goes for a protect or just an attack if he's crazy. Do I want to go for any chip here or just switch? He clicked so fast, which tells me he's attacking and not switching. So we're going to go Pelipper. Yep, he goes for his own rocks. Super fair. Now, let's watch his timer. He clicked so fast. I think he's just going to, what's it called? The ball move. Not ball, not gyro ball. He's gonna, power whip. He's power whipping. I don't have a great switch to this, like maybe Zapdos. But I still take decent chip here. Do I just want to Scald? Do I want to U-turn and just take the massive chip? I think I want to go... My Zapdos feels pretty relevant into this team as the only scary thing. My Zapdos beats a lot of his team. I'm going to risk... Oh, man. My Pelipper, I think. And go for, like, a Hurricane here. Yeah, I'm going to risk my Pelipper. This is an intense game. This feels so... Oh, look at the confusion! Oh, my goodness. Okay, he deserves that. Also a good knockoff by him. I love the knockoff move slot on here. Sick play by my opponent. We can either U-turn here like a demon. He might protect. He clicked really fast. He probably switches. I'm going to U-turn here. Take a lot of chip damage. That's okay. I think I just U-turn over to like Kingdra here and just go for massive damage. My timer is going a little, like bleeding a little bit. We're going to try to regain some of that here. Confusion. He can hit himself. He could go for the leech. He could do a few things. He does get through and gets the leech. Does he miss? Gets through confusion. Hits the leech seed. That's okay. It's very little. It's a lot. Leech plus the rock chip. I'm down to 75 is crazy. That sucks that I'm down that much. And also, this does not answer this as well as I was. This is rough. This is really, really rough. I think he realized my opponent put it together that this Mon just beats my whole team. I'm scared of him being protect. I'm just going to Weather Ball. I have to scout it. I think I lose. I don't think I can beat this. I think he has to hit himself and confuse it. Hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself. Why do you never hit yourself? You're a god. It's so Jover. It's so Jover. Timeout. Anybody backseating? Thank you, mods. Anybody back? Immediate timeout. Do I want to go with my F? He didn't knock off my... I still have the 8 turns of rain because he didn't knock off the damp rock prior. No specs is a vibe. Snapped out of confusion. Bullet seed. Okay, we're fine. We're back. Okay. I have to click Hurricane here. He knows that. I think he knows he can tank it as well. I just have to click it here regardless. He's still thinking. Is he really switching here? Okay. I respect it. We have a chance for confusion. So we're still in this. There's no way I would ever click Thunder here. Okay. Wow, 64%. He should outspeed me though. I have to get out of here. He knows that my Zapdos like is the priority, which is well played. He probably goes for like an edge here. I have 1 turn over. If I'm crazy, I go for like tops on the edge. Or the declaw or the whatever. Or we could just sack our own. How valuable is my own Garchomp here? But it has a lot of HP. I might just sack my own Chomp here. I think I'm fine with that. It's not great, but it's not a whole lot else I can do. He goes for the edge and misses because I'm talented, I guess. Okay. And then I think I EQ in case he goes Ferrothorn here. I think so. Okay. Huge. This will do a 36 or so. Can we 2-shot this? So, yes! Okay! We just... That's what I was hoping... Oh my god, the crit as well! That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important to hit EQ there. We're clearing his biggest threat. This game is winnable. This is a very intense game. Now, he's going to switch 1000%, right? I'm so terrified. What are the odds I hit Declaw and don't kill? I feel like I kill. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I have to... Yes, okay, huge. Huge, we're back, we're back, we're so back, we're so back, we're so back. Oh my god, my nerves, dude. Tournament games are so much more intense. He's definitely Scarf. He just told me he's Scarf by switching out because he was locked into Edge. We could go for a Quick Claw proc. Or just assume he's going to... I'm going to go Pelipper on the Dragon Claw or Draco Meteor or whatever he throws here. We know that he's Scarf now, 1000%. Yup. He was locked into edging, so we got him. Okay. So now he's locked into Claw. The problem is I don't have a great, like, play into that. Do I need my Pelipper around for one more turn? I think I can go... Do I really sack my Pelipper here? I don't think so. I think I go tops and live. I think I do. I think I do. Let's see. I think I live on the top switch. On the Claw. 56. Okay, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah, my opponent doesn't know about Garchomp Quick Claw meta. Yeah, he has no idea. Okay, so now he goes... He thinks I'm like waterfalling here. Does he go Kingdra on the waterfall? So we click like Stone Edge. What's this Kingdra's HP? 100% or super? I think we edge on the Kingdra. Watch this. Oh my, I'm playing him like a fiddle. Oh my goodness. Someone get the violin. Someone get the violin and get the strings. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Put me up against piss low players, I troll and I feed. Put me against high ranked players and I win tournaments. Holy shit, boys. I can make these calls. Oh my goodness, we're so in. He's thinking. I'm at 26 seconds. I'm faster, right? Oh, I think I'm faster. Oh, am I? Is he Aqua Jet? He's Aqua Jet. He's Aqua Jet. He's Aqua Jet. I go Kindra on the Aqua Jet. Watch this. Watch this. His brain's gonna explode. I gotta play faster though. Whew. The Aqua Jet is happy. Aqua Jet. Ah, he's a better player. Okay, that was a demon play. Does he kill me with Aqua Jet? I don't think so. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Do I just Draco? I got a Draco here. I live. Oh my goodness. Gobble him up. Yes, sir. Will do. Don't miss. If I missed that Draco, I would have tossed the keyboard out the window. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get out of first round, boys. We're gonna get out of first round. Oh my, come on. Watch me throw. I swear I'm gonna throw. I'm a big fan of throwing personally. This has gotta be me out of first round. There's no shot. I just stay in here and click Draco, right? Well, what are the odds? Well, I can surf because I'm not Specs anymore. Oh man. This is really tough. What are the odds? Is like, does this thing go Calm Mind? What's the odds that Jirachi's Calm Mind? Jolly Leftovers Adamant. Unlikely. His Iron Defense. Wait. Am I about to fuck him up a little bit? I'd pretty -2 though. I do no damage. Oh no. Don't turbo setup. 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 Don't do it. I gotta get out. Don't turbo setup. Oh no. Is he stored power? Yeah. No. Wait, my rain didn't go up. Oh no, dude. How do I win this? Oh, fuck me. He's okay. Fuck me. I don't know if I can set rain here ever. Or can I? Oh, I'm so sad. I think I have to go. Okay. Thank you for the membership, dude. Okay. I think I have to go this. I might lose. Set rain. Oh, fuck your set, dude. You're so cringe. You have one backseat, Gim. Go for it, since you asked nicely. What do you think I should do here? What do you think, King? I would just click Thunder here personally. I just hope for like paralyzed chance. What else is there? Time, yeah. If I win this game due to the Zapdos Rain Dance, yeah, everybody starts running it. I think I lose to this fucking set. That is so obnoxious. What's Jirachi's weaknesses? I don't know this fucking Pokemon. Jirachi weaknesses. Don't make the boomer PokeMMO player lose. Wait, why did I go fat? Something happened. He's clicking like a low prio move. Oh my goodness! Yes! I'm fucking talented! It's a skill difference! Oh my goodness! Now we hit him. Do we go for the confused? No, we just go for damage. Does he have any way to sustain? Does Jirachi go rest? Does Jirachi go recover? I need to know right now. Does Jirachi go anything? Does Jirachi go rest, recover, anything? It can have wish? Oh, fuck me. Okay. Oh, wish is terrifying. Okay, that's fine. We killed the Jirachi. Do we just win off this? I can't reset rain. Do I go Ludicolo here and surf? Or do I go Garchomp and EQ? I think surf is better, right? Surely? Yes, for the yeah. Because I can't. Yeah. Please die. Okay. How do I make an account for this game? PokeMMO.com. Okay. I think I live whatever. I think I live one attack from the Chomp. Oh my goodness. I think I do. Do I ever need to switch here? I don't think so. I think I live one attack. Switching just makes it more damage. I think I live one attack. Yes. I know these counts. I've been practicing, chat. I've played enough games. Oh my goodness! I know these calculations. I've ran them over and over again in the head. Oh my, it's gonna be really I might still lose. I might still lose. Rocks. No. Wait, no. Okay, so I go Kingdra and hit. How do I lose this? I go Kingdra and hit Draco Meteor. No, Draco Meteor can miss. Should I not go Draco because of the miss chance? So I just Hurricane? Oh my god, the 1 HP. That's disgusting. That's insane. I think I just Hurricane because of miss chance. Is that troll? I think that's the right play. I think that's the right play. I think that's the right play. Because if I miss the Draco and I miss Stone Edge, I lose. I think it's the only. Yes. No! Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Stop. Stop, you monster. No, we win though. We outlast him. We outlast him. We outlast him. We're also not specs anymore. We outlast him. We have confusion chance that we're fine. We're fine. We do more. No, we don't. We crit to. He's 1 HP. He's 1 HP. Oh my goodness. He's one. He's one. He's one. He's one. He's one. We got him, boys. The Iron Man gets out of first round. Holy goodness gracious. Give it to me. Oh, we're so close. 47. Oh no, don't start low rolling. Wait a minute. Don't start low. We can outlast his he's on out rain turns. That's fine. We can outlast his we outspeed with Garchomp. We're fine. There's no way we lose. We just keep I don't know why he's even. Wait, is there a way I lose? No. Yeah, we out. He has 8 Roost PP. Also, we have confusion chance. We should win this by just clicking this for a little bit. We should win this by just clicking this. Come on, 30% confusion chance. We have plenty of rain turns left. There we go. There we go. Hit yourself. Hit yourself for the win. Oh my, is it 1 HP? Oh, you wanted me to deliver the final blow? Okay, I can do that. Woo! Oh my goodness! Give it to me. The Iron Man makes it out of round 1. Do the dance you promised us? Oh, fuck me. Oh shit. I said it here. I'll do a gritty. I'll set up for a gritty after that. I did say I would dance. Oh my god. I'll do a gritty after this. Oh my. What's happening? No shot. No shot we get BM'd. No shot. It's over. Come on. Give it to me. Is he stalling? BMing an Iron Man in a tournament. Did I say GG? Is it? Hey, maybe he's just thinking. Maybe he has a win con. He's thinking of the way out. His computer. Yeah, maybe he's not BMing. His mom called him for dinner. I think Wolf Rosen's a nice guy. I think his mom called him for his computer blew up. Mom called him for dinner. I actually think he's chilling. Woo! Oh my goodness, boys. We're gonna ride it out. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll see you guys. Well, I want to get the moment. We gotta just process. What a crazy game, dude. And let me qualify. I do not think I am by any means a better player than Wolf Frozen. I got really lucky. This was a matter of, I did make some good plays, but I had a lot of luck. There was a lot, I don't think I'm a better player than him by any means. I think this just today, in this one game, don't flame him. Don't be too mean. In this one game, I made a few good predictions, and then made a few good predictions, and I got some really lucky crits and stuff like that. The lucky paralyze on the thunder, stuff like that. I honestly, Pop, I actually agree with you and respect you. I just needed to focus and lock in for this game, so I apologize. I wouldn't normally do that, and you're fine. Welcome back. Happy to have you. Play well. I think I played pretty good. Unironically, I think you only won because of the Zapdos rain dance. Bro, people do not respect the rain dance on Zapdos. I am taking it to the fucking top, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. That was a GG. My opponent played well. I think his pizza rolls just finished. Yeah. He's currently eating his keyboard. He might, to be fair, If I was a PvP player and I lost to an Iron Man in the first round of I'd probably alt F4 too. I don't even blame him. Yeah, my opponent's chilling. I have no beef with him. He was fine. He was totally chilling. You're so sweet, Osto. Thank you so much. Yeah, the rain dance. I really love the rain dance on Zap set. GG's. GG's. We not. Am I okay? Am I the first Iron Man to ever play a PvP tournament? Is that? I have no idea. Am I the first Iron Man to ever do it? No. Okay, I suck. Never mind. The couple every time usually. I'm sorry. What? How popular is Iron Man mode? Is it way more popular than I realized? That's insane. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think he's a better player than me. Anyways, the point is, we got out of first round on an Iron Man account. I couldn't be more happy. That's fucking insane. That's ecstatic. That's incredible. I'm just so honored. It was a lucky day for me. A lucky day for me. And then it's just the dice rolls, some good plays. It's a mixture of everything. That's how it goes. I will see you guys in round 2. I'm gonna lose in round 2. We're gonna have fun along the way. Hell fucking yeah, dude. Alrighty, fellas. It is time. He changed his team around to counter team my rain. I mean, that's what you should do in a tournament. This guy's a good player. I respect it. It's a little annoying because we are against all, but wait, what happened? What happened? No! I threw the whole tournament! Why is it the PVM team? Why would it auto adjust? Where's my rain team? What? Why would it do that? Why wouldn't it just auto queue with my... What the fuck? It was right when you checked. Well, obviously I missed it. Why are you typing sentences like that? What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so sad. That's so cringe, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's so sad. Fuck, man. Okay, what are the odds we win with this? That's not even funny, dude. I'm sad. That's really sad, dude. That's really, really sad. Man, I was really, really excited. That sucks. That's really, really, really sad, man. This Rotom Wash is my only real comp on this team. Damn, dude. I'm actually so bummed. That's so sad. Get him to rematch you? It's a tournament, my dude. That's so sad. All right, GG's to my opponent. This sucks, man. I'm really bummed. What a shitty way to have that happen. It is what it is. I made a mistake. I really wish it would have auto-selected the rain team. I don't know. Like, I played the first round, right? With the rain team. That's really frustrating. Really, I don't know why it wouldn't auto-select it. Why didn't it auto-select the last used team? I understand that currently in the system it selects like current. Why would it not go back to the? Why wouldn't it go to the team you selected previously? Right? We'll have to come back in the future and try again. It sucks that this is the way the tournament ends. I mean, I was probably gonna lose anyway. Let's be honest, but it's so dissatisfying. The first round was amazing. You know what? We take it as a W. That was massive progress and a massive W for the Iron Man account overall. We'll take it as a win, dude. We take those. Hell yeah. All right, that was an emotional roller coaster. You know what I want to do, chat? I want to go catch myself some Metatites and go for a raid Medicham. One of the most important raid Pokemon. This thing hits extremely hard. It's a fighting type Pokemon that's also psychic, which is kind of cool, but it hits very, very hard because of the ability Huge Power or Pure Power or whatever. The one that Osmoril has that doubles Huge Power, that doubles its attacks. There's a lot of damage. We can set up Tailwind under it and just do crazy amounts of damage. Let's go farm ourselves. We're just at the Pokedex and look for the best location to farm Medichams. I feel pretty confident that in the future, when I eventually do better in a PvP tournament, or maybe even win one on the Iron Man one day, I will look back at this moment and laugh my ass off. And even be proud that I made such a dumb mistake and such a dumb way to end the first tournament. And then it's going to make that one day victory that much more, satisfying and victorious. I will look back and laugh. Right now it sucks. Right now it's frustrating. Right now it's angering. But I will look back one day and just fucking die laughing and even be proud of this exact moment. So it's important to keep that in mind. Okay, I'm on my way to Mount Pyre to do what's it called, Meditite farming, and I ran into a Kekgon on the, which is a rare spawn. I'm just gonna take the 1 second to catch this real quick for the Pokedex. Passive Pokedex progress, we love that. All right, I believe this is the spot. It should be a very common single encounter. We're gonna lead with our Adamant Synchronize Kadabra as well. Now we're hoping, I have to check the move pool to see if they learn any like self-damaging moves like Takedown. Actually, I don't have them. I'll have to catch one before I can see the move pool. We'll have to just see on the first catch. Okay, I did just calc it. This will be good for farming. I did calc it. Meditite asleep at 1 HP with a Pokeball is a 100% catch rate. So we only need to use Pokeballs to catch this, which is fantastic. So it should be really, really easy. Like not many Poke-Yen or whatever being consumed is fantastic. Also, our Yen is kind of, I didn't really realize, or our Yen's kind of comfy right now on the Ironman account. I might even do a Jimmy run today, but we'll see. We might not get around to that. The first catch. The first catch is, I might just be done. Dude, what? The first catch is 31 attack and it's 20 plus in the defenses. I feel like I just go breed 31 speed on this. Hope for rolls. I'm going to go try. We're going to go try to breed this and see what I have. That might be it, man. The 31 attack first catch plus 20 plus in defenses is phenomenal. Oh, that makes it easy. Yeah, that's a really good catch, dude. I just keep doing it every day. I gotta now if I randomly roll nature, that'd be the real test. Okay, update on the person who Nokia did, who was my opponent in that second round of the tournament. They did go on to win the 3rd round and the 4th round. So Nokia was a really good player who's taken it to the semifinals. That's honestly like really cool to see. I think I would have lost to them regardless. Obviously, the way it happened sucked. It was super anticlimactic, but this is really cool. I'm rooting for him, dude. I'm rooting for him. Good luck to them. Honestly, best case scenario in my opinion. This is very, very cool. And I'm really excited for my next tournament. Like that first round. Oh, dude, tournaments just feel amazing. If you haven't done one, try to do one. That felt so different than ranked. I loved it so much. I'm excited to do that again in the future. Okay, I have 2 different searches I want to do when looking for a breeder for this Meditite, okay? I want to do first things first, 31 speed, 20 plus in the defenses. I don't want to use my god timid breeder for this. That makes no sense. We do have this breeder, which is bold. Ooh, and we could... No, the attack doesn't matter, actually, because we already have 31 attack. Okay, that's our first search. We could use the... I'm going to pull this Ditto out because we could use this. But we also could just look for a Ditto that's 20 plus defenses and then adamant. Now, I might not have one of those sitting around because, yeah. But I could probably go catch one pretty easily. I wonder if it's worth to go catch a little bit of Dittos. It wouldn't be that bad. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that. Let's go synchronize farm Dittos, which is not something I've done actually very much on the Ironman account. For now, I'll throw this over here. I don't think I've ever actually synchronized farmed on the Ironman account. So if you don't know what that looks like, I am going to be doing the Magikarp strat because it'll be easier while synchronized farming specifically. I think. Actually, maybe we don't need to. No, we don't need to actually, do we? No, we should be. No. I'm trying to think. No, we don't need to. We can just hard switch Smeargle. Okay. It'll make it comfier, but no, this is fine. So, we're going to head over to Hoenn. I'm going to lead Adamant Synchronize Kadabra. And I'm literally just hoping for, we'll grab a Digimon as well. A Ditto. Are we in Hoenn already? My brain is, after that that PvP tournament spent up all my IQ. It's all gone. All the brain cells are totally toasted. We're gonna have a Dig Pokemon. We're gonna head over to the Ditto Cave. We're gonna hope for an Adamant Synchronized 20 plus in both defenses Pokemon. Maybe even an HP to high roll would be fantastic. All right, so if you've never seen this strategy before, this thing, it does slow the fights down a little bit. You'll get less Dittos per hour, but you'll get more specific Dittos. We're synchronized farming. We're going for adamant Dittos, right? So we're doing that because in this situation, we only need something like pretty simple. We need any adamant Ditto that's 20 plus in defense and def. We don't need it to be that good or have that good of stats. It's not really a big deal, right? So we can just go, we can afford to go ahead and take an extra turn to get a more guaranteed result. We're getting a more... decided product, basically. I'm gonna False Swipe Spore. After you do that, it's the typical thing of False Swipe Spore Dust Ball. We should have around 80 or so, 80 to 100 Dust Balls, so we should be good to farm for a bit. Hoping for one decent catch. Wow, okay. Not what I was looking for, but will be a fantastic breeder in the future. 24 plus in 5 stats out of 6. That is a sick Ditto. That is a really, really, really... It's no nature, but I love... Dude, Ditto farming is so fun. There's so, like, many, like... ways to get good Dittos. What are these Dittos today? This is so weird. Just a 3x0. It's not that it's just weird. It's just a strange fella. All right, I've been at Dittos now for like an hour and I have not found an adamant 20 plus defense Ditto. But you know what? It's kind of funny. I'm here a lot longer than I expected to be, but also it's hard to go wrong. Like you can never really farm too many Dittos on an Ironman account. You can always do stuff like this. So, I mean, I'll just use the extra Dittos for egg shiny chances and obviously use a lot of other ones for breeders. It can't go wrong farming Dittos on Ironman account, but I definitely have been here a lot longer than I expected going for this one very specific Ditto. Alrighty, fellas, we are on today for another beautiful day on the Iron Man account. I'm excited. We have a lot to do today, but I'm excited to do it, okay? We have so much to do that I have a to-do list made up. Here we go. I'm going to be playing some PvP games until it's no longer fun. I'm still looking for that Ditto with 20 plus defenses, adamant nature. Not like a crazy thing, but I haven't found one yet. I'd rather be farming Dittos. I thought about it last night. I could go back to Meditite, but the Meditite that I have is quite good, and I would just rather farm Dittos than Meditite, you know? There's more benefits. I can use the Dittos to breed up other Pokemon always, versus the Meditites are only the humanoid egg group, so I can always do that. I need to Everstone farm really badly. I literally don't think that I can go breed my Raid Medicham without Everstone farming, because I only have one Everstone. That's it. I have one left. And I also like to possibly make my first Iron Man specific guide today. Whether or not to make Iron Man specific guides has been a huge question on my mind because some of the content is just the same. Like if you're amulet coin farming, you do that the same way you would do it on a main account versus an Iron Man. It's the same method, right? You just have to do it a lot more on an Iron Man account. But Everstone farming, you wouldn't normally do on a main account, or you would only do it passive while going for fossils, right? On an Iron Man account, you need a ton of Everstones, and you farm it in a very different way than main accounts ever would. So I might do something like that today. We'll have to see. I really want to breed that Raid Medicham. I want to do possibly a gym rerun. Our Pokeyen's pretty good, but I would love to get up to 2, 3, or even multiple mills. I also have the Ho-Oh refight. Like I have access to do that again. There's been so much to do today. But while all of this, while still on the PvP arc, I do like that I've started to be a little more versatile. I'm actually on a 4-win streak right now, 34 and 35 in the PvP arc. We are at 1,022 matchmaking rewards. Ideally, I would love to get up to this free specs. A free specs would be fantastic. I need to at least get to the Scizor. Thank you for the Twitch sub, Dampy. Thank you so much. In the Iron Man clip, perfect. What's up, dude? Honestly, I respect it. I think if you perfectly sub, you deserve to be in the content forever. That's fucking just fun memes. That's just good timing. It's the mini game of the stream. Okay, and then also any sort of PvP or EV trade XP with any leftover time. So we have a lot to do today. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna just do some passive Ditto farming and look for those PvP queues. Let's do a little talk on PvP philosophy and like my decision with Rain and like how kind of where I'm at with it. I've really liked learning PvP with Rain, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't love my current Rain team build because it's like a hyper offense, like hyper reliant on Rain strategy where it's very hit or miss. Some games are just really frustrating. Some games I just run away with things, and that's good when you're learning PvP, and I am still learning, but I don't want to get into learning mistakes. And I think what I'm trying to say is I want to build a new PvP team and I want it to be balanced. 1000%. I want it to be balanced for sure. It's really important. I think balanced PvP teams are probably one of the best ways to learn everything and like become the best PvP player, honestly. I think I might end up building a very similar team to what I built. I really liked the team that I crafted. I crafted my team myself. On my alt account, on my Cool Duder account, during my Road to PokeMMO, was it season 2? I crafted a team that was Rotom Wash, Magnezone, Conkeldurr. Oh, what else? Rotom Wash, Magnezone, Conkeldurr. Darmanitan. Was Volcarona on that team? I forget. I forget the whole team, but I crafted that team. And I think I went undefeated. I think I went 5-0 for the that was like, I loved that. That was such a satisfying experience, and I really liked that team, and I like the idea of building a balanced team in a similar way once again. So that might be the next OU PvP arc, but I also want to build an NU team. So there's so many things, you know. What do you prioritize on an Iron Man account? Do you do another OU team, a second OU team? Do you do an NU team? Like, do you go back to randoms? There's so much to factor in, dude. It's tough to do everything. You got to do it step by step. Everything just takes time. Right now, we're still in our OU PvP arc, so let's finish that first. Yes, dude, chat. Good call from, I mean, it's a good reminder. I missed out on a really good alpha today, but it was at like 4 a.m. You know, you're gonna miss alphas. What are you gonna do? It was at 6 a.m. There was an alpha Espeon. And that's really important for Magic, or for a bunch of different hint ability evolutions. You could turn it into whatever one you wanted to, but I would love a Magic Bounce Espeon just to have it in the vault for PvP. Being an Iron Man and getting those crucial PvP or PVM hint abilities is super important. So yeah, getting that mat would have been amazing. I did not grab it, unfortunately. It was at 6 a.m. I was sleepy. I was a sleepy boy. So maybe next time. Maybe next time. More of like PvP thought process and discussion. And so much of PvP is like thought process, discussion, and philosophy, which I really love about it, right? Someone asked the question, how do you even start thinking about what your opponent will do? It's just lose and remember how you lost and never PvP forward. If you're about like basic predictions, you really just think like there's step one, which is, let's say I'm Kingdra into my opponent's team and they have Tyranitar on their team, right? And I have Rain Up, right? The obvious thing there is, oh, they're gonna go Tyranitar on my Weather Ball, so I should actually click Surf, right? That's like the step one ahead sort of thing. You could also do like 2 steps ahead or 3. You can do like multiple depending on what your opponent will do. That one might even be a good example of like 2 steps ahead. Also, Danny brings up a great point. When it comes to predictions in PvP, you are in live time learning how your opponent plays. Yes, that's a great way. Yes, predictions in PvP. It's my strongest asset in PvP, in my opinion, is predictions. Because I think predictions is just empathy. Predictions is just, if I was in my opponent's shoes, what would I do right now? If you're an empathetic person, you can get really good at predictions in PvP. And I think it's like my strongest asset. I think it's the strongest, but I don't have the knowledge nor like team structure. I'm really bad at, so I need to work on is end game. One of the things that I want to work on is when loading up into a game, going down your opponent's line of Pokemon and asking yourself, how do I kill it? How do I deal with that? Right? So like go to Scizor. How do I kill Scizor? Oh, well, I know based on previous games that like Weather Ball Kingdra actually at least 2 shots, maybe even 1 shots sometimes Scizor. So we have that in check. Okay. Let's go, Tyranitar, that's a tough one. That's a weather setter. He kind of fights the weather wars with my Pelipper. Tyranitar is a high priority target to start chipping down, right? Another example, Ferrothorn. My team has a really hard time answering Ferrothorn. I don't have access to a fire type coverage, and I also don't have access to, or he gets benefits from being in rain, right? So like that, there's a lot of things like that. Like here, we'll do a live example. Gliscor. How do I deal with Gliscor? My Ludicolo has Ice Beam, so I need to make sure I don't let my Ludicolo go down. I could also Weather Ball it. I can deal with Gliscor in multiple ways. Raikou. How do I deal with Raikou? Okay, well, my Garchomp does EQs it, right? That's probably one of the best ways. However, he also has Rotom Wash. How do I deal with Rotom Wash? Well, Rotom Wash, one of the only ways, there's 2 options. Ludicolo Giga Drain or Zapdos Thunder, right? Tyranitar, how do I deal with that? I kind of got to chip it down, right? It's kind of tough. A lot of Surfs and Weather Balls, but it's tough when he's oversetting my weather. Quagsire, how do I deal with that? That thing usually dies to 1 big like Weather Ball under rain. And then Breloom, how do I deal with that? Well, I know I have 1 grass type in my Ludicolo. My Ludicolo can actually do it. Now, what do I lead? The problem is the problem with PvP is there's so much to analyze that how do you do it all in what? That's the hard part, right? Like, I didn't analyze my lead Pokemon there. I didn't have time. There was so much to do. I literally couldn't analyze my lead Pokemon because there was so much to do there, right? But now I am leading down into a Quagsire, and there's a really good chance that this thing goes Will-O-Wisp into it because I'm a physical attacker, number 1. I'm a threatening lead Pokemon. He might expect me to just go for rocks. There's a really good chance that he goes for Will-O-Wisp here. So I'm going to go to my Pelipper, right? And that kind of stuff, like knowing this path Will-O-Wisp, just something that takes time. Or there's Toxic Spikes, right? So there's Toxic Spikes. I can defog that. Now, here's a good question. Do I defog it now, or do I defog it after a Scald or a Hurricane, right? Does he just go T-Tar here? You really want to get 2 layers of Toxic Spikes generally, because otherwise, I'm going to Scald here, because 1 layer of T-Spikes is not very good. We get a burn on him, which is going to negate some of his healing. He goes for a Willow, which we talked about earlier. He shouldn't have Willowed here, because like you only Willow here assuming I switched to a physical attacker, which is like really unlikely here. That was kind of a bad Willow in my opinion, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to go for, he probably switches here or stays in, go for like a Shadow Ball and goes for Chip. I'm going to Hurricane. He might go for a Shadow Ball here for Chip. This is a perfect game to hopefully talk you guys through all the, and whether I win or lose, just talk you guys through the thought process. So I'm baiting the other T-Spikes, and now I can defog here or kill this. Now, he dies to one more attack. I don't think he wants to let this die. I'm going to go ahead and defog here, get rid of the double T-Spikes. And now, even if he's single T-Spiked, it's fine. If he, like, chips me down, it's fine. Let's see what he goes for. A Pain Split here is a little annoying. It's pretty well played. I didn't think about that. So I get punished there a little bit. So I didn't think about that, right? There's so many things like that. But now, he can only set up one layer of T-Spikes. I'm going to go ahead and U-turn. And go into something like Kingdra that can just do insane damage. I think Kingdra. How many turns of rain do we have left? 3 turns of rain left. I can go Kingdra, or I could go Ludicolo. There's a few options here. I don't want to go tops into Will-O-Wisp. Don't want to go a physical attacker because I think has Will-O-Wisp. That's to factor that in. This is a great example of, I don't know whether you go Kingdra or Ludicolo here. I actually don't know. I don't know what's better. Yeah. I could go, I think I like Kingdra. I like going the Specs Mons early. And I like going the Specs Mons early to try to chip down my opponent. And then basically use my Life Fort Mon to like fully sweep later on. You bring in Kingdra to do raw power and damage. Burn is totally fine on this. We don't care about that because it just chips us down a little bit each turn. Now I can click Weather Ball here. I can click Draco. Weather Ball is actually not immune to water type. There's a really good chance he go. I don't know how my opponent plays yet. So since I don't know how my opponent plays, Draco Meteor is probably the best neutral option here. I'm gonna go for that because I don't know what he might go. T-Tar. Yeah, I could have surfed there to chip the T-Tar as well. But I just don't know. Wow, that's really little damage. How is that doing so? Is he Assault Gear? So there's so many things, dude. Because no, there's a really good chance he does go Rotom Wash. That's not a dumb call at all, Gatorade. He might be Assault Gear here. That tells me he might be Assault Gear because of how little damage he just took. That was insanely little damage. So now I go Pelipper to reset Rain. I really do want to value my. That did 26%. Yeah. There's an Ice Punch. Might just be Special Bulk. I don't think it's enough. I think you have to be Assault Gear here to do that little damage on specs. I think you have to be, but I could be wrong. He's doing very little to me. It's that's like spit. I'm learning. Now I could U-turn or Scald here. He most likely switches. I doubt. Unless he could stay in because he just really wants to chip this down. That is arguable. Scald is pretty safe here. We do a lot of damage into most things. Like chipping this, getting a burn would be phenomenal on this. Okay. Whew. We got really lucky there and missed an edge. Now, is he willing to stay in again and risk this? I'm faster. I could U-turn here. I think I just U-turn back to Kingdra. I like that a lot here. He's going to switch. Beautiful. So we might have just broken. This might be Focus Sash. This thing usually goes Focus Sash or Loaded Dice. We now get to go Zapdos for free and Hurricane, I believe, for free. Because you basically like, you check your opponent's team and ask yourself, okay, what is faster and what tanks the Hurricane? Nothing really tanks the Hurricane. Maybe Gliscor. Gliscor is ground, right? Not rock. We just go Zapdos with Hurricane here, right? The Hurricane should be pretty free here. He probably goes like maybe Raikou. I think it's still free. We go for the chip. We also just kill the bro. He stayed in. So like this is a good example. Like if you don't know how your opponent plays, you have to learn. People play super differently. People play super differently. And you have to learn like how you basically need to learn every game. You're analyzing your opponent in live time and asking yourself, how many steps ahead are they playing? Are they playing 1 step ahead, 0 steps ahead, 0, 1, 2, like, and then beyond 2, it's usually like, okay, it's a wild card. Wild card opponents are the hardest, in my opinion, to play against. I think Spidget can testify to that. Spidget, as someone who's played other games, I super agree. I don't really know this experience that well with, PokeMon, because I'm just not good enough, right? But, Spidget always says, and I super agree, like, it is harder when you're a high-level Pokemon PvPer. It is harder to win against low elo players that you can't predict versus like high-level players where you know they might click the right moves, right? Why didn't Pelipper keep Mummy? So whenever Mummy only affects Mons in the battle. If they switch out, it gets rid of Mummy. It doesn't like stay the whole fight. That would make Cofagrigus like way more busted. It's already like really good. It takes away like Cofagrigus is really fucking good when it takes away like sheer force or guts from a Conkeldurr. That's like really yeah. That's like, so when you take away guts from a Mon is really gross. They basically like need to switch out now because they're getting burned. Their damage is reduced. They just can't do anything. It like forces a switch out. My opponent is thinking. Like, this is a pretty pivotal turn. Understandable think. I don't think he's BMing. I don't think he's. Look at my clock. I think a lot. He closed his game. There's no way. If he closed his game off that play, I'd be really shocked. He stayed in as a Breloom versus Zapdos under Rain. I don't know what he could possibly be upset about. He could have gone like, yeah, exactly. Going Assault Gear T-Tar here would have been free as hell. If you just switch Assault Gear T-Tar, you take like, well, he'll take like some damage, but then you threaten Stone Edge, and then I have to either like go Pelipper and get more chip on my Rain Setter, or like I probably would go Garchomp after that. There's a lot of free switches here. You say healthy though. It does to some extent. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's not perfect. You're not wrong. Him losing even more damage. Well, okay, no, I'm sorry. The reason why T-Tar is actually so free here is because he comes in, sets the sand that makes my Hurricane 50%. Hurricane is 50% accuracy outside of rain or outside of in other weathers. So that's why, like, that's the other thing. There's so many like rain or like weather war matchups. Yeah, it's 50% only in sun. Wait, is that true? I thought it was in any non-rain weather. Let me double check. Maybe I'm wrong. Hurricane, blah, blah. Or am I thinking of Thunder? Maybe I'm thinking of Thunder. He did Alt F4. Wow, I'm surprised. Fair enough. Where is it? Hurricane. So Thunder says accuracy is increased while in rain, but decreased during any other weather. I don't know if Hurricane... Maybe I'm confusing with Thunder. Sorry if I'm... Yeah. All right. Yeah, wow. So we beat our opponent. I think that was a perfect... That probably will go in, like, the Iron Man video. That was a perfect, like... I wanted to use that as people were asking, like, how's PvP going, Petrowski? How are you getting into it? I think that was a perfect, like, step-by-step explanation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and it shows, you know, I'm not good at PvP. I don't consider myself good, but I think I am slightly above average, I would argue. Slightly above average is what I'm hoping for. Is this the Ditto breeder that I need? This might be it for the Meditite. It's weird that's 31 attack. It's 23 defense, 18 special defense. That might be good enough. I'm actually not sure. But regardless, it might be good enough. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and go take a break from Ditto farming on the Iron Man account. I'm going to go switch over to Everstone farming. We're going to see if I have a breeder for the Meditite, but even if I don't, it's okay. I need more Everstones to actually be able to complete the breed. And then if I go back to my boxes after Everstone farming and see that I need a new Ditto, we can switch spots over to like Johto or something like that. So I need to buy more Dust Balls anyway. So let's go ahead and head over to the Everstone farm. If you don't know, there's a Rotom Swarm as well. Do I want to do that to break my repeat ball streak? I don't think so. Ooh, I don't know. It's actually tough. Maybe I do. I think I do. I'm going to go catch these Rotoms. How much time is left on the Swarm? Actually, it's probably like pretty close to being done. No, 16 minutes. Okay, I'm going to heal up, go catch these Rotoms. That will break my repeat ball streak. I'm going to go Everstone farm. And then we have to buy Dust Balls as well. We have a lot to do today. Let's start knocking things off the list. This is actually a pretty darn good Rotom catch. 25 plus defense, 25 plus Bedef, and Bold. The problem is I already have a Rotom Wash, but it's relaxed. Maybe in the future I'll get a Bold one. So we'll probably keep it for now. I'm having trouble catching these things because they keep tricking my safety goggles. I probably should take it off, honestly. They keep tricking my safety goggles so I can't spore them. And I don't have Dust Balls. I really need Dust Balls. That would have been good in this little cave of New Mauville. Okay, pretty good. I'm glad I went to this Rotom Swarm. 28 attack, 27 speed. This is one of the better Rotoms I've caught. 27 plus in 3 stats that it needs. Rotom is just a fickle, genderless Pokemon. Really difficult to breed. I'm going to take my safety goggles off so it can't trick me here. really difficult to breed up specifically. Happy to get some, any good IVs at all on these are fantastic. They're hard to get up. They're hard to get a good one on iron. All right, all the Rotoms have been caught. It is time to go Everstone Farm. I almost want to build. There's a very specific Pokemon that I kind of want to build for Everstone Farming that I don't have. It's a specific Claydol. Should I do that first? It's gonna take so long is the problem. It's gonna take so long. Maybe it's worth it though. I have a lot of Everstone Farming to do. I only have one. Let me go find the specific build and see if it's worth it really quick. It might take a while. All right, here is the strategy that Mist, a mod in my chat, actually theorized months ago. This was like 2 or 3 weeks into the Iron Man series. And he basically theorized that if you get a Claydol, you can get turn 3 Everstones from that horde every time really consistently. So what you would do is you would lead turn 1 with your Frisk Bayonet, and then without the Claydol, you would do Frisk lead into immediately into Pickpocket Weavile. The problem is sometimes they don't hit your Weavile, and it makes it really annoying. It slows down the fight a lot. With this strategy, you would get a Everstone turn 3 every time you got a Frisk proc, which is really, really like consistent. And you get a lot of Frisk procs here. So you would basically have a Claydol with, you would lead the Frisk Bayonet, switch to the Claydol, click Imprison, which would have Iron Defense, Mud Slap, and Smackdown. And then the only move the Gravelers at that spot would have, I believe it's Gravelers at that spot, the only move they would have would be, it's some move that would be a contact move, essentially. I don't know the exact move, but it's the only move they would have would be a contact move. And then they would hit my Pickpocket Weavile. I would switch to Weavile. They would hit the Weavile, and I would get the item every time. So it's going to take a sec to go get a Claydol, and then I have to like XP train it up and EV train it. It needs to be HP. I'm looking for 20 plus HP, 20 plus defense on a Claydol, and then any defense nature. Bold, relaxed, even like lacked/gentle would hilariously work for this spot. It doesn't need special defense. It only needs HP and defense. Maybe even like 15 plus with a nature. We just want something good enough. I specifically do not want to have to breed down this Claydol. The reason why is because they spawn at level 52 in the wild. It's going to save me so much time to go get a high level wild Claydol, right? And then just EV train it leveled up from there versus having to breed one down and then do all that. So it'll save me a lot of time. And that's a big factor here. So we're going to go for this. And once I have this Claydol done, I can actually do a proper Iron Man Everstone Farming guide. All right, we are in the room where Claydol spawns. Now, the problem is Claydol is actually a rare spawn here, single encounter, which sucks. However, it's a 100% time swipe horde. So the strategy is going to be trying to do a time swipe horde and then just like false swiping every Claydol, I think, and seeing which tanks the best hit. I only have 6 chances, 6 Claydol catches before I would have to leave this location and come all the way back. I didn't show it on video, but getting to this location is very far. It's very far from a PC. I had to pop like 2 different match repels. It's a very tricky route. It's very specific. It would be a nightmare to have to leave here and come back for a decent Claydol. I just want something decent, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and like false swipe, or should I just start seed bombing? But the problem is my Breloom might actually die if I'm not careful. I'm gonna false swipe first to see if it just, because it probably just brings down to 1 HP regardless. No, that one lived a little bit. Okay, well that makes this one's power. Now it's power splitting though, which is gonna make things more complicated. Oh my goodness. Can they explode? They cannot. They get self-destruct level 48. We checked. Great question. I'm gonna try my best through some finagling to decipher which one is the tankiest, and that's gonna be really difficult, but we're gonna try our best. Okay, this was the only Claydol. This was the only Claydol that didn't get hit to 1% life. So I'm hoping that means it's plus defense nature. Otherwise, the power splits were weird. Power splits should have made me do less damage, though. I don't know. I'm really confused, honestly, on how the power splits functioned. Jolly nature. What? What? I don't understand what happened there. Okay, it's gonna end. I think we have to just randomly roll it. I think it's gonna be better to just randomly roll. We get light clay. I think we're just going to kill. I think we're just gonna kill. I have no idea how that makes any sense. I'm just gonna kill 4 random Claydols and catch 1. I think that's all we can do. I don't. Yeah, the high HP though. The problem is I don't want to breed one down because it will lose the 3 levels of the wild. I'm going to catch a level 47 one. I'm just going to kill 4 this time and just see how it goes. I think this might just be a case of the Pokedex being wrong. So I might just start doing single encounters here. For some reason, I've been asking for a Pokedex rehaul in PokeMMO for a while. Claydol is supposed to be a rare spawn here. At least it says so in the Pokedex. I don't think it actually is. Which, like, that feels like a massive problem. Like, how are we, like... That's a massive mistake. I think it's a very... I think this whole room... Yeah. Isn't this whole room just Claydol and Larvesta? So I should have just been single encounter and catching the whole time. Okay. So we can just switch to the single encounter strat. That's good to know. But it's also like, why did it say that? Why would it say that massive? Yes, that's a massive problem. If it says something is rare in the Pokedex, but it's actually a 99% spawn, like that's a massive problem. That's a basic like thing that shouldn't be happening, in my opinion. That's like really, really silly IMO. All right, after calcing, okay, Claydol at 1% HP with a Great Ball. I don't have to Ultra Ball. With a Great Ball should be 100% catch rate. I don't have Dust Balls would have been. I should have bought Dust Balls. That would have been great here. It's not 1%, so it's not actually 100% here, but it should be like pretty darn high. This should be Great Balls should be the strat we use here, which are honestly a lot cheaper than Dust Balls, so better to use these while we can. 28 defense. Yeah, nothing. We haven't found a good Claydol yet, but now we can single and counter farm, which will speed things up a lot. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop farming Claydols there. I think I caught one that was usable a while back. And the problem is I'm just spending a lot of time here. And I don't want to do this for too long. I don't need a perfect Claydol for this. It just needs to be decent enough. And the other problem is catching Claydols doesn't really get me that much benefit. Claydols can only be bred with other Claydols. So I probably just end up releasing every Claydol that isn't a usable one. The usable one was... Let's scroll through. Which one was it? I think it was the Lax one. Yep, it's Lax, 30 defense, and then 12 HP. It's not great. This is the best Claydol I caught, I think. I could check, like, what else. Like, I think that's the best one I got. If any of these have, like, a plus defense, that's plus Spadef. Is Gentle plus defense? No, plus Spadef. Yep, okay, so this is going to hurt. I don't need a good Claydol. Maybe I keep one Claydol in case I need a good one. Let's sort by high IVs, but I'm going to release everything. Let me move this one over somewhere, actually. I'm going to release everything here except for one Claydol. Because Claydol as a generalist Pokemon, I can only breed it with itself. We'll move the Rotoms over here temporarily. Move this down. These, here, let's see this one. What's the best one? Quirky. Gotta keep them like a good nature. Honestly, none of them are that good. I might keep that one bold one, hilariously. Maybe we do just keep this one. It's missing what? 1 stat? 2 stats? It doesn't have not enough speed. Speeds can be... I'll keep this Claydol, I'll release the rest. I just can't afford the PC space, even though there's some 1x31s here. They can only be with other Claydols. It's not worth it. Boom. Rest in peace, Claydols. Okay, and then from here... We're going to go EV Train, XP Train. This Claydol. 252 defense, 252 HP. I'll get a team setup. We'll just go EV Train that, and then we can go teach her the moves, and then go. We're doing a lot of things before we can Everstone Farm, but when we get to it, we'll Everstone Farm in this way for the rest of the account's history. I can't believe we're 70 hours in. All right, I only have one Pokemon to defense EV Train. It's just the Claydol. I was checking my comps, and I just have no other UTs. So we're just going to sit here at Pelipper, EV Train over at Pelipper for 252 defense, and I'll see you guys when we're ready to go to HP. Holy fuck, this is a shiny Raikou. See like the green tail and like the orange? You do not see that every day. That's one of the rarest shinies in the game. It was probably like 5 or less, at least 5 or less shiny Raikou. It was probably 3 or less on the whole server. One of the rarest of the rare. All right, we are done EV trading our Claydol. We went in and did the HP. So we're 2v2 HP, 2v2 defense. This should be max bulk for the Everstone Farming. I have to go move set it now. I think everything I need is TMs. We're going to head over to the TM shop and see if we can buy everything I need. Okay, so for this... let me show this over here. Let me make this smaller. I already bought the Mud Slap TM. It was like 5,000 Pokeyen. We need Mud Slap. We need Smackdown. I hate having to sort through moves like this. And then we need Imprison, which is Psychic, or Iron Defense, which is Steel. So Iron Defense, 15k. And then the last one we should need is Imprison. Okay. That's all that's... everything's a TM, which is pretty nice. And now we get to teach Imprison to Claydol. Teach Smackdown. Boom. And then teach Mud Slap. And then teach... What's the last one? I already forgot. Iron Defense. Okay. So our... Perfect. Our Claydol is moveset. It's level 68. That might be high enough. I might want to go... I'm going to go try it. I might want to go level it, but we're going to try this for now and just see how it goes. We're going to go get our full team. We're going to go finally test out some proper Everstone farming. All right, fellas, we finally made it. We got here. This should be the best way. Nothing has sweet scent. I'm dog shit at the game. All right, now we're back with our proper sweet scent. Let me show you guys what this will look like, okay? We haven't done this since, like, episode 3 or 4 or something, like a really early episode on the Iron Man account, okay? Oh, yeah, it's Boldor, not Graveler. Okay. So, we sweet scent. We get ×5 hordes of Boulder. We see if we get a Frisk. We do not. If we don't get a Frisk, we run. Very simple. If we do get a Frisk, with this strategy, we will switch over to our Claydol and click Imprison. And that will lock it out of any move that isn't like takedown, I think. Like some sort of... There we go. So, Frisks are really common at this spot, which is what's so nice. Did I get multiple? I think I might have just gotten... I just got 3 Frisks. So, wow. So, in that situation, I'm actually... Ooh. I'm going to Thief first before I switch because I can get 2 Everstones and 1 Horde. Do I get Hardstones here as well? So, I'm going to Thief first. We got 1 Everstone. Nice. And now I'm going to switch my Claydol. I can't Thief all at once. I can only, I have the Everstone on the Pokemon now, so I have to take it off after the battle. Now I switch to, after they all go through their moves, I switch to the Claydol, I click Imprison, and then I go to the Weavile, and I should guaranteed get it. I'm going to skip through all this for you guys. All right, so now we can go ahead and switch to our Claydol. You get so many Everstones at this spot. This is a, once again, this is a strategy that you would never do on a main account. You don't need to Everstone farm like this on a main account. It's just not enough profit per hour, right? But on an Iron Man account, you really, really need to. It's really, really important. So we're going to let them go through all their moves. We switch to our Claydol. We click Imprison. It takes a few more turns than just... Without the Claydol, you would just switch the Bayonet into the Weavile. But then the problem is it's very inconsistent. This method is so much more consistent. And I think it should be overall faster. There's a little bit of RNG, but now I just go to my Weavile. They all can only click Headbutt, and I get a guaranteed pickpocket. There we go. We just got 2 Everstones in this one fight. So now we can leave. And now we take the Everstones off, and we Sweet Scent. We do it again. And there is a spot we can actually go heal at. I'll show you guys that in a quick sec. I want to do a full guide on this in a sec, actually. Maybe off stream. There's a spot you can straight up go to heal, which is fantastic. This is a pure Iron Man method. 1 Frisk, so we just go to Claydol. We click Imprison. We go Weavile. Very consistent. It will take 3 turns every time. So this is way more consistent. This is 3 turns every time versus like you could get lucky and get the Smackdown or the Headbutt on your Weavile. The Headbutt, it has to be Headbutt first turn. However, I've had many times where I have sat there. I did not Imprison yet. I've had many times where I have sat there, thiefing down every Boldor in the whole horde before getting the Everstone, and that takes way too long. So this should be a lot. This should be faster for sure. We've already seen it, but I'm just showing you guys one more time. We did our Imprison. Now we go over to Weavile. They can all only click Headbutt. We guaranteed get the pickpocket. We do get a Hardstone there, which is not the good item. You do want Everstone, but it is what it is. I might need to bring my backup Weavile here is the only thing. I did bring that first, but I had to switch it out for a Surf Pokemon. And I wanted to bring a Damp Pokemon here in case I ran into a Shiny. But I don't even know if these Boldors can get self-destruct at this level. We should double check. They get self-destruct at starting at level. Is it just 54? That's so high. 54 for Explosion. So we should be good. I might just not bring my Damp. I like to bring it just in case because you just never want to lose a Shiny. But that might be the better strat. I do want to test this in a sec and do a loop from 1 hour here and see how many we can earn in 1 hour. Okay, to be totally honest, part of me really wants to, but I've already been live for 4.5 hours. I don't think I can justify the 1 hour test of what's it called today. The 1 hour test of Amulet or Everstone farming, excuse me. I literally have been here for less than one full inventory of Sweet Scents, I'm going to do one last Sweet Scent and then change. But we have the Claydol done. I got 3 Everstones, which is all I need. I really want to go finish the Medicham breed. That's the main thing. So I'm going to do one more horde, see if I get a frisk proc. If we do it, we'll do the little trick, whatever. But I'm gonna go. I have my notepad document that I want to stick to. I really do want to do more Everstone farming, but that can be, it can wait versus like my Ho-Oh refight, for example. Like I really want to do ASAP because it sets a timer, it restarts the timer, right? So we're done here. But just in case you don't know, the way that you do this spot, there is a heal location. That's why this spot is the spot that I go to. If you head over to this house, you can walk inside, talk to this girl, and heal. This spot is over to the northwest of Driftvale. You talk to her and she'll heal you, and that's why this spot is so good for Everstone farming, okay? So, but I'm gonna stop there today. Those 4 Everstones are what I need for now. Let's go try to finish up that Medicham breed. Okay, we actually have 2 options for this breed. So we have our Meditite, right? The Meditite we caught recently was 31 attack, 20 plus defenses, but then it's missing HP, it's missing speed. I really just want it to be adamant, 31 attack, 31 speed. Defenses would be nice, but aren't necessary, okay? Let me get rid of the factor things so we can actually see everything a bit. We have a bit more space. Okay, beautiful. So I have this Ditto, which is adamant nature, and then 18 defense and 16 spadef. Not great, but it's 27 HP, so I can actually high roll the HP as well. Or I have this Ditto, which I would brace the 24 spadef here. The 31 would pass over, and then I would go adamant, and it would be adamant. The problem is I'm wasting an adamant 31 attack Ditto, which I don't love. I'd rather keep this. I think I am going to go ahead and go with this one, even though it's a bit funnier, because if I breed with this one, I keep the defenses, and I keep the defenses, attack, and nature guaranteed, but the HP is gonna suck regardless. So why am I putting so much effort into the defenses with 0 HP, right? With 0 to 13. That's terrible. I think I'd rather go for this and have the HP high roll. So we're gonna go for Everstone here. I need an attack brace that will cost me 10k. Where's my bet? Come on, close this. Okay. Everstone there. Attack brace that will cost me 10k. Plop this in the old man breeder, and that will give us something like this. The summary page give us 31 attack, 20 plus. It's not obviously not a complete breed. I will have to breed it one more time, but I can pay to make this female, and that will allow me to attach a humanoid egg breeder as opposed to just Dittos only. So now I have an adamant Meditite. It should average roll 20 HP, which is perfect. Hoping to average roll here. I just don't want to low roll on, as long as we don't low roll on HP or the defenses, we're good. Speed can low roll, I don't care. Special attack can low roll, I don't care. We go for this. Wish me luck. Someone asked if I need any edge moves on the Medicham, and the honest answer is I don't know, and I don't have Medicham on my Iron Man account in the Pokedex, so I can't even check. So I hopped over to the main account, and yeah, Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch is pretty relevant. I might want to try to see if I can breed that onto it. The problem is, oh, now it has stats. It's a little bit of a nightmare. Let's see if I can... Let's see what Pokemon it needs to breed with to get Bullet Punch. We did make it female, so that's step 1 at least. All right, here's the list of Mons that learn Bullet Punch via level up, and then only the human-like ones can actually pair up with Meditite. So I could do a Machop, Hitmonchan, or Lucario. So I might actually be the closest to a Lucario. The problem is it's 20 plus HP defense, which is actually great. The problem is I'd have to breed 31 attack onto it. I'd have to Happiness evolve it, and then breed a 31 attack onto it, then Happiness evolve it again, teach it Bullet Punch, and then use it to breed with the... It'd be a pain in the butt. I'd really like to avoid it if at all possible. But let's just see how this came out. Adamant Meditite. We high rolled the HP, but low rolled the Spadef. That's fine. That's quite good. I will take that all day. That HP high roll is much more relevant, in my opinion. So here's our Meditite. Oh, I'm covering it. Oh, fuck. 31 attack. 27 HP, 22 defense, 16 Spadef. We don't have the edge move Bullet Punch. I'm really questioning, is it worth to go for the edge move Bullet Punch? Do I have any Machops? Chops, Machokes, anything? 41 defense. Not much. The Riolu is probably my best bet. But it really, the problem is Bullet Punch is not relevant for raids. It's only relevant for PvP. So it comes down to, do I want to reuse this Medicham in PvP at times? Do I really need Bullet Punch on this? I kind of I should be doing other things with my time, but I kind of want to go for it. But it's such a pain in the butt. It's one of the, I'm pulled in 2 different directions. Part of me wants to make the efficient time skip and just not worry about it, but part of me wants to be set for life and have an amazing Medicham that I can use for the rest of my account. You know, I plan to use it for a very, very long time. If that's the case, I'd have to happiness evolve this Riolu. Breed it down. Do I have a breeder for this Riolu? Let's go check that first things first. I think I should. It would be a Ditto. It would have to be a Ditto. I don't. So okay, that kind of answered. Well, okay, what if I like I can brace something like 30 whatever. Okay. We do have a breeder for it then. Okay. I think that answers my question. I think I'm going to do it. This is going to suck. It's going to suck. But I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to move this here, move this here as well. There's so many things that have to come in here. I think I'm going to do it. It's going to suck a little bit, but it is what it is. I think I want the egg move. We're going to go groom our Riolu at Gary's sister in Kanto to boost it up to like 57% happiness. And then we'll just go XP train it until it has the rest. And then it needs to be evolved, I believe, not at nighttime. Yep, daytime. So I'll see you guys hopefully with that Lucario evolution here in a quick second, then the breed. Wait, what the heck happened to my Soothe Bell? I'm looking for it to raise my happiness. Did I accidentally breed my Soothe Bell or something? I was checking my boxes. Isn't it just SO... Did I accidentally consume my Soothe Bell? I'm pretty sure I had one. You get one in Kanto in the storyline. It's like kind of unavoidable. I must have like accidentally bred it or something at some point. I don't know what happened. I can put it in a luxury ball. Good call. To raise the happiness gains a little bit. Yeah, this happiness is going to suck. This happiness is going to be a little... Because he's already level 32, which is pretty high level. So it's pretty annoying to... You only gain happiness per level up. That's tough. I don't think my strings are broken in that way here. I could be wrong. It could be on one of the daycare. It's possible. I haven't checked my daycare mons in a long time. I wonder what's in there. We go do that really quick. That's kind of funny. Go see what's in my daycare before we... You know what? Fuck it. That's funny. What could possibly... I definitely put mons in my daycare, right? Especially in Hoenn. I think I did. Your Meowth. Do I just have another 8-8 pickup Meowth to pick up? I mean, sure. That's funny. Nope. Let me just take it. Yep. 69k. Yep. All right. I totally forgot this Pokemon was in here. Literally 1000% forgot. I'll take it, man. Hell yeah. Let me go. Okay, wait, we have a new level 100 Pokemon in the boxes. Why not? I'm going to throw it in there. I'm going to go throw something else in there as well. Like, I kind of want to throw one of these mons in here, but the problem is it will, like, overlearn a lot of the moves. I kind of want to, like, control what moves these Pokemon learn. It, like, actually matters, right? I can throw the level 80s in there, but I have to remember that I have them and not forget about them. These 2 Scrafties could go in there. Ooh, the 2 Scrafties I like, actually. Because those both need leveling. They're not fully moveset, I don't believe. And one of them will be used for raids. Let's do that. Just tossing something in here, because it's passive XP. While I XP train in the region, and I XP train in Hoenn a ton. I'll have to grab these before raids come back, but they'll get some passive XP for now. Hell yeah. All right, I barely got on recording, but here it is. We finally got that Riolu evolved into Lucario. I ended up just ending streams so I could do this XP training because it just wasn't exciting to watch. I'm just sitting here XP training on Tentacles, you know, not the most fun thing. Now, I am going to have to use, unfortunately, I'm really not looking forward to it, but I'm going to have to use a few hard scales to put Bullet Punch onto this thing. And then, well, actually, do I need to do it now? I don't think so. Actually, no, I might need to actually... Oh, I might be able to actually not use them because I have to breed it down anyway, essentially. So I have to breed it anyway. I have to breed it low level. I can just learn Bullet Punch the next time I actually level it up. So we should actually be fine. We can ignore all of that. But I had to level it up from level 32 to 50 for it to get high enough happiness. But I moved all the Dittos and the Meditite over here so I don't forget what I need on everything. And then I should be able to essentially grab this Ditto. Head over to the Hoenn Daycare really quick. I need an Attack IV Brace and a Spadef Brace. It'll cost me 20,000 Poke Yen. All right, and that will give me a breeder like this. A Riolu with 20 plus HP, 31 attack, 20 plus defense, and 30 speed def. Now, I'm going to make this male. Ooh, wait, do I need to make this male? I think so. I think definitely, right? 'Cause I need to breed this with the Meditite. Yes, I definitely want to go ahead and make this male. Now, if I were to breed this Adamant, I don't think it would matter. I don't think nature rule really matters here. I'm going to go ahead and put an Electri Ball from the start to save some time on that happiness, though. I won't have access to Gary's sister to help raise the happiness, so I can only do that once every IRL day. This might end up getting delayed until tomorrow, though, so maybe we'll have that advantage. But I'm going to breed this as a Riolu. We will end up teaching it Bullet Punch as it levels up this next time. So we'll have to XP train it once again. We'll have to XP train it one more time, level it up, the happiness evolution, and then use it as an egg group breeder over onto the Meditite. All right, the Riolu hatched. I sent it back over to my PC. I'm going to go grab it really quick, and I think from here, it's just time to go do more XP training. It did come out lonely, so I almost feel bad. Like, this is a really solid... Look at this. This is like an amazing Lucario, so I actually kind of feel bad getting rid of it. I already bred, to be fair, I already bred 2 good Lucarios recently, so I don't really need a third one. That would be ridiculous. I think I'm fine with this. It makes me a little sad to leave this. Well, like, this would be it's so close to being so perfect in the speed, but we're going to use this as that Medicham breeder. Medicham's a really cool Pokemon. It's used in a lot of raids. It does a lot of damage. I'm going to work on just having that thing be perfect and have it be usable for the entire career of the rest of this account. And for the sub, Lucaplier, there you go. Good timing. I'm going to go XP train, get this thing up, evolved whenever I possibly can, and hopefully see you guys with that. All right, a quick movie night with some friends later, and we are back to XP training, and our Lucario has once again evolved from happiness, and it learned Bullet Punch. We can now, I believe, just go breed this with our Medicham. All right, then here's what that breed will look like. Once again, we're not really getting any extra stats on our Meditite by doing this. We're just trying to get the egg move. That's like the main reason you do this. We're raising the Spadef. I mean, that's honestly nice in the process. It's going to be 23 to 27 HP, 31 attack, 22 defense flat, and then 30 to Spadef, which is really nice. We'll have to breed a 31 speed. The 31 speed is really important on it. And then, yeah, Adamant Nature. The Nature's guaranteed. We get that egg move. That's the main thing we're going for here is that egg move. I'm going to go ahead and put it in just a Pokeball for now, and making sure it's female so it can breed with other male humanoid egg group Pokemon. I might try to look like I have that Ditto set up for it, but now that my Spadef is so high, like now that the other stats are quite good, I don't know if it's worth going for that Ditto. I might need to breed up a humanoid egg group breeder. Actually, this Ditto wouldn't even be the one that I would use anymore. So now I'm just, yeah, this is actually the old Ditto that I was using. So that's actually not what I need. What I need now is something with 31 speed and then 20 plus in defenses and HPs, and maybe even 31 attack. Ooh, that's the problem. To really make a perfect... Ooh, I wonder if I have... What are the odds I have something? It'd have to be humanoid egg group, which is what's so tough. Do I have anything? I have some things, but they are already, like, done Pokemon. So this is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be not a job for Ditto. This is going to be a job for something else. Like, trying to figure out... I could get rid of this, maybe, and then see if something's adamant. No, that wouldn't work either. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to breed up some sort of humanoid. I might have to go do some catching for a humanoid egg group Pokemon. But I don't know. No, I have so many breeders. I have so many breeders in my boxes. There's no way. What if I look for... I'm gonna have to do some digging and see what I can find in my boxes. All right, this might be the perfect thing to start with. This was a Spinda caught during that Spinda catch event pretty early on, about less than a month, less than 30 days into the creation of the account, hilariously. That's how far back we saved these breeders. This thing is 31 speed. We can breed up the attack. It has the 25 plus HP and defense. It just needs to high roll the Spadef and get the attack up. So what we need is a 2x31 Pokemon with the proper situation going on. This one's even Adamant Nature, hilariously, but I don't think we need to worry about that. We need to just brace the speed onto this thing. So I'm going to try to, no, not check the GTL. Whoopsie. That's habit of the main account. Thankfully, I get worried I'm going to accidentally buy something. I'm sure it will happen one day where I accidentally buy something on the GTL just out of habit. Have not done that yet. I'll let you guys know if that ever happens, just so you can see me accidentally buy it and then like delete it, release it, whatever, right? So anyways, we have this Spinda. We're gonna look for a breeder for it now. My Meditite did hatch, but I'm having a really hard time finding breeders for this thing, which is just, once again, it feels so silly. I have so many Pokemon in my boxes, and I really can't find a well-matched breeder for this. It's hard to believe, man. It's crazy. I don't know how other Iron Men are faring. I feel like they are not running into the same issue, but I have a really hard time finding like properly paired up breeders. Maybe if I just bred like 1x31s, like 5x31s, it'd be better or easier. I don't know. Having a really, like, if I look for, obviously the ideal situation is I need a breeder like this, and I don't have this. This is really like a really good statted Pokemon. I don't have this, at least in a humanoid age group. In a humanoid age group, right? I don't have one in the right age group. Yeah, I have this Meowth, which is really cool. I need to just make better breeders like this in the future, but it's really hard finding things with the 20+ stats. And then if I like look to make a breeder for the breeder, right? I look for like just let's go humanoid, 31 speed and 20+, right? I have a Ditto that's like my timid, like, but I don't have anything else there either. And then I go down to like, okay, let's just do, you know, 20+ in all defenses humanoid and just go from there, I guess. Like, what do you, it's only Dittos. There's a few Spinda, but none of them have 31 attack or speed, which is what's really important. I have these 3 breeders, which are all like special attack breeders. It's tough. You just need so many things. And then I try to search for like 15+ in these stats, like 15s. I look for like a 31 speed or a 31 attack, and I'm just struggling to find anything that actually works. I found Gardevoirs. I have 2 different Gardevoirs that I've been looking at. That seems like the best option. Like, honestly, like, this is a pretty good start to a breed, to be fair. But then what? I breed this with some sort of male Pokemon with 31 attack and then hope to high roll the defenses. That might be my best bet. Like, I think now I need to make a pre-breeder for this Gardevoir, and I think my best bet is going to be to take this male Abra and this Ditto, get myself an attack brace for the Abra, and then get myself a defense brace for the 24 defense on the Ditto. Like, whatever works. When it comes down to the Iron Man, I have too many Pokemon. I need to consume them. If I need to do a ton of breeds to finish them, I'm down. This Medicham has become quite the operation, I'm not gonna lie. Way more than I anticipated, but if I can get it done, that's all that matters. The HP low rolling would suck. I really hope that doesn't happen. But okay, if I end up with this, then I can breed it with the Gardevoir. Medium roll the defense into 20. The HP should be fine. The Spadef would be good. We would brace the speed and attack. Yeah, that would work. Okay, this should work if I do this, I believe. Yes, we should be good. Okay, so I'm going to carry through with this. We're going to wait for that to hatch. I think we're getting there. I need to just start doing more breeds as breeders. Once again, like prepping breeds in the future, something I want to work on a little bit, but it feels really tough. I don't want to like use too many things too soon and like need those stats later on. Speaking of just getting breeds going, got myself a 31 attack Floatzel and a 31 speed Melodic. Let's just make a 2x31 baby. Looks beautiful to me. Water A end field age group. We got some good stuff going on there. I'm going to make it male as a breeder for now. It could be a mistake, but once again, I guess I could make it randomly roll. Let's just randomly roll this one. All right, our Abra hatched, and thankfully it didn't low roll the HP. That was the only thing I was really worried about there, and we dodged that bullet, so that's huge. Now we get 31 attack. We need to make this male for the breeder. Yup, this will end up being 31 attack, 31 speed. Could high roll Spadef. That'd be cool. And then once again, we have to dodge. If we get this 12.5%, isn't our Spadef high on this? Even if we, to be fair, even if we low roll the 16, that's actually fine because then we have a roll here. If we low roll the 16 on Spadef, or sorry, no, defense, excuse me. Oh no, that'd actually be pretty bad. Okay. Ooh, if we low roll this, that would suck. We just cross our fingers and hope we don't low roll. That's all we can do here. But then after this, I should be able to breed this into this. I'm gonna go ahead and Everstone my Meditite now. I'm already almost out of Everstones again. Are you kidding me? Make sure nothing changed there. Male. Let's go through with that breed. Yep, we're getting rid of it being hidden, or like getting rid of it being alpha. That's okay. We can't really do much about that. They'll be turning that into a breeder for this Meditite. But this is going to be like the perfect Medicham. Like, we put a lot. This was way more work. Way more effort than I expected, but this is going to be the only Medicham I will ever need on the history of this account, which that feels really cool. Also, it's pure power right now, but we're gonna have to rebreed it anyway. So, but this will be a beautiful Medicham for the end until the end of time for the next 677 hours, if not longer. All right, I was just looking around my boxes, waiting for those 2 other breeds to finish hatching. So I found another breed. We're just gonna go through with this, get some things going in the boxes. Love getting these breeds flowing. It's a nice change of pace, a nice like chill hangout kind of change of pace from all the PvP recently. It's been really intense and emotional, so it's nice to do this. We get 25+ HP on this Porygon. I love Porygon as a Pokemon. Porygon Z, really interesting. I'd love to try to use it in OU. It's historically kind of bounces like back and forth like Porygon Z and Porygon 2. They don't really stick around in OU. They kind of go back and forth between OU and UU, but I love the idea of trying to make it work. It's a very cool Pokemon and can be used in PVM in some instances, like during the anniversary event. So We'll have 31 speed, 31 spadef, 28 spatak. This is a very, very, very good Porygon. We just need the defense. We'll have to breed it up later on to get the defense up, but we're not going to worry about that for the time being. We're just going to go ahead and go for it. And I do want that to probably be a Porygon Z. You can really go like either of them, either build, and you want to go different natures depending on that, because Porygon 2 is a bit bulkier. Porygon Z is more just raw offensive, but that's going to be that for now. We're not going to like finish that today. So let's head over to our PC. Check our 2 breeds. We got our Ralts, which came out 2x31 male and then 20 plus. We didn't low roll anything that I can see, so we're good there, thankfully. And then our Buizel, that's just going to go straight over to the breeder box. The Ralts, we're going to immediately pair up. We're going to put this over like somewhere. I randomly, actually, I just randomly misclick drag it. Did I drag it? That works. Honestly, like, that's fine. And then we need to, is it 31 speed brace? Yup, this is going to be perfect. It took a while, man. It took a bit. It wasn't easy. A much harder task than I expected. I didn't even get to like the gym rerun, or I was trying to like the gym rerun and Hoa Reef. Like, I was trying to like a lot more stuff today. But you know what? Sometimes I get more done than I expect in a day, and sometimes I don't. You know, sometimes it doesn't work out like that. So, but look at this. This is gonna be a beautiful, literally perfect, like literally perfect Medicham. Bullet Punch, Egg Move, 31 attack, 20 plus. I kind of wish the HPs and defenses were higher after all that work, but it is what it is. 27 spadef, 31 speed, Adamant Nature, Bullet Punch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's finish that up. There we go. That will be it. Complete. Perfect Pokemon for the next generations of this account. Just another quick breed from my boxes to clear things up as we do the other breeds. Say 2x31 field egg group breeder. I'm going to pay to make this one male. I have a lot of other females, I think, in my boxes, or I want this to be a proper breeder. Like if I have a 1x31 with correct nature, I can actually just breed this on over and fix that. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. And then our other 2 eggs are done. We can have that egg hatch passively and kind of sit in the incubators. I want to get better about having passive breeds like that going, and I don't have to go like, you know, put them in my PC or whatever. So get the Metatite went somewhere. Let's find it. There we go, right here. I just barely didn't see it for some reason. Adamant Nature, beautiful, 31 attack, 31 speed, 20 plus in all defenses. That is a raid ready Pokemon done. I'll just have to EV train that. It's been a while since I've added a UT over here. I wonder if I could just find a few more UTs to breed. It's been a while since I've added one. That feels nice. You know, I haven't really been EV training too much recently. And then here is the Porygon. Came out quiet nature. Like that is, it's weird with the 31 speed. We're just going to leave that for some other time. We'll finish that some other time. Wrong. There's no space in that box. Look at this, dude. My box is way too full. We'll put that there for now. All right, here's our little 2x31 Patrat done. We'll just put that over in the PC for now. And I'm just kind of digging around my boxes, kind of carrying on the same trend of finding some good breeders. It's literally never a bad time to do that. If you're in the mood on the Iron Man to do some breeds, you should take advantage of it. And I want to try to get myself a really nice Dragon Dance competitive Dragonite. My next plan for, maybe if I could just go, I guess, Choice Band to be fair, but my next plan for a PvP team is going to be a balanced team in OU, and I'd love to have a Dragonite built. But fuck, now that I'm thinking about it, I was thinking, oh, I want to go Jolly for Dragon Dance, but let me check the PvP stats. Maybe people end up actually going Adamant more than I realized. Yeah, only 3% Jolly, 64% Adamant. Man, yeah, Choice Band Dragonite does just kind of go crazy. Extreme Speed plus Choice Band plus Adamant just does ridiculous damage if your opponent's team just can't check it. But I do love the idea of like Turbo Setup. I've been wanting to go a Turbo Setup team for a while. Eventually, I'll probably just do both. I'll probably have a Jolly D-Dance Dragonite. I'm going to do that one first, I think. Because I think it is actually more viable to breed based on the breeders that I have. And then one day we'll do a Choice Band Adamant one as well. But for now, let's get ourselves, these are my 2 breeders that I'm using. It will stay Alpha, which is nice. I need to get a Attack Brace and a Speed Brace. This breed will look pretty interesting. We'll be rolling 2 different stats. We'll be rolling Defense 31 and Spadef 31 randomly. I'm just trying to consume some Pokemon. I feel like this is a pretty decently easy way to do that. I'm going to put Speed Brace there and Attack Brace here. And then after this breed is done, I have a Ditto. So it'll lose Alphaness on the Dragonite. But I have this Ditto that I can possibly breed it after. The only problem is that it's 0 defense. So that might kill the breed. I might not go through with it, but we're going to see really quick. We're going to see what this is. We're going to make it female, of course. I might even want to put it in a Luxury Ball. Dragonite, I don't think has important egg moves. Extreme Speed used to be an egg move, but now you can actually just learn this via other methods now, I believe. I'm gonna double check on that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, now you can just heart scale extreme speed. That used to be a big pain in the butt, was making sure you ate bread extreme speed. We don't have to worry about that anymore, which is awesome. Instead, we have this 31 possibility on the Spadef and the defense. 20. The bulk is really important on this thing. This thing being multi-scale, that's like its whole thing, its whole benefit is that it gets multi-scale, which is a really freaking powerful ability that makes it so a Pokemon takes really reduced damage by half when at full HP. That is ludicrous. That is like so insane. This thing is so much tankier when at full HP, which is what makes rocks really powerful against it. I love the idea of going like a Dragon Dance, Roost, and then like Dragon Claw set, which would be like turbo setup. Dragonite might even get Heal Bell. I wonder if you could go like, that would be like a really insane turbo setup. I don't know if that's worth it, but it would be, yeah, you could go. It's interesting. I love the idea of it. The only problem is Dragonite is 4 times weak to something. It's 4 times weak to ice, and it's never getting tankier with Dragon Dance. So I think it's better to not go the turbo setup. Just go something like Dragon Dance. Maybe you run Roost, maybe you don't. You probably end up going like Dragon Claw and then Fire Punch or Ice Punch or Thunder Punch or some sort of coverage move. Or over Roost, you would go extreme speed. I definitely want to go extreme speed on this Dragonite, actually. So I'll probably end up doing something like that. Here it is, though. 31 attack, 31 speed. Make sure it comes out female. I think I just go ahead and go through with this breed. Just hope for the best. If it rolls a nature, awesome. If not, we're going to see if this Ditto is worth rolling. But that zero defense is pretty brutal. We'll see what other breeders we possibly have. Or look for other breeds in the meanwhile as well. All right, next up, I was checking out some Swampert PvP statistics. This bad boy is in the NU tier right now, which is a team I want to build in the future. Not only is he in NU, he's the #1 played Pokemon in NU right now. That's pretty crazy. I also have a really good Arcanine. I have a really good Arcanine that I could breed up when it's not done yet. I also have a really good Hitmontop. I also have a good, like, I think I could breed up a base form Rotom. I have a lot of like the Metamons in NU, hilariously. So, you know what? I found this Swampert, and I found a Ditto. Let me go see what this was. 31 attack. It is 31 attack, jolly, which makes me a little sad to use it for this. But, you know, it's for a good cause. I'm not going to Everstone the nature, and I've just been... I think I have... I'm too averse, I think, to breeding certain Pokemon together because I'm like, oh, I could save that for a breed in the future, but then I just save every Pokemon and never go through with the breed. So I want to start encouraging myself to consume things. Here is the Swampert breed. 23 HP braced is kind of funny, but it's worth it. 31 attack, 20 plus defense, and Spadef will eventually get a good nature on it. It's going to cost 21k to make it female, but I think it is super worth it, honestly. We're going to hope for a good nature roll. Relaxed. Let's go check the stats once again. You could go relaxed. You could go sassy, adamant. You could do a lot of cool things on this. Bold is kind of funny. I'd like to go physical attacking. I like the idea of that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I put the 31 in attack. So I'd like to go physical with like waterfall EQ as the combo. One of our Pokemon did hatch though. Let's go grab that. It is our beautiful Dratini. Came out serious nature 2 times 31. Did this low roll? Oh, I think that didn't it? That stinks. That's okay. It is what it is. We're gonna have to fix that. Let's see. I don't think I can breed this with the Ditto, right? I feel like it's too bad. The way this breed, yeah, I'd be rolling the defense, and I can't risk the bulk on this. The bulk on this mon is that multi-scale is super important, right? That multi-scale, that you know, that bulk is super important on a D-Knight. All right, next up, I think this is what I'm going to go ahead and go through with on my Dragonite breed. I'm really hoping we at least, if we low roll on this, that would actually be devastating. I'd be really bummed. That would suck a lot of things, okay? But we've got 23 plus HP, 31 attack, potential special attack roll, and then 31 speed. So this can actually end up being a mixed Dragonite. I know I'm going, I was planning to do Dragon Dance, but then I don't really have a jolly breeder for it properly. I think I'm going to try this mixed route and then have a mixed. I think that's the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and go through. I think I'm going to go through with this. Wait, it's really scary because it's my only hidden ability Dragonite right now, but it is staying alpha the whole time, which is cool. I think it's worth it. Maybe I'm cope right now and I just am a little too breed hungry, but I think this will be fantastic. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just rip off the band-aid. Boom, my one alpha Dragonite that I have going through. Now, the only problem was that breed used literally my last Everstone. So, it's finally time to go do a little bit more Everstone breeding. Well, maybe tomorrow. It's about midnight right now, so you know what? Maybe we'll save that for tomorrow, but after this, we can't really do any more breeding. All right, and there's our 2 hatches. We got our Dratini. No, we low-rolled the Spadef. Oh, That sucks. I mean, okay. Well, that's really awkward. We low rolled the Spadef. We medium rolled the Spatak. Do we low roll the Spatak, actually? What a weird Pokemon. This has officially become an extremely weird breed. This has officially become like a not complete Pokemon. I basically just wasted that one Alpha Quagsire, which, to be honest, like, if I'm going to waste one Alpha catch, I've caught so many Alphas on this account. It's fine. It's honestly not a big deal. It's a very, very small waste. I'm just going to throw it over here. I don't consider this done. I really need to rebreed this, sadly. Oh, that sucked. We'll have to catch something or breed something up in the future, and I'm out of Everstones once again, so I can't even, like, really finish it. This thing came out calm, which we weren't expecting anything good on this. That's okay. It's not completed either. That's totally fine. Very, very normal. We've had a lot of good nature rolls on stuff, so, you know, it only makes sense this Dratini wouldn't turn out quite done. Understandable. Now we'll just have to go prep for Everstone Farming. Maybe play some PvP or something like that in the meantime. I still am in the middle of my PvP arc. I've just been taking a little bit more of a break. We are almost, like, really close to that Scizor. We are a few games away, actually. Might play a few games before bed. Maybe one or two. All right. You know, I know it's super late. It's about 12:20 a.m. right now. However, you know what? I don't want to play PvP. That sounds like a nightmare. I want to kind of just chill and watch a movie. So why not go actually Everstone Farm while doing that? It's also the absolute perfect time to go ahead and do that since I have 0 Everstones in my party. So we'll know exactly how many Everstones I get in 1 hour. I just need to set a proper timer. All right, I got my team set up. I got my timer set. I've got my sweet send. I've got my movie ready to go. I will see you guys in 1 hour. Let's test Everstone Farming on the iron. All right, the other thing worth mentioning is I did start with, I think, 21 or 20 Hardstones. I've already gotten 1 or 2 of those, for better or for worse. Also, I know this is a loop for 1 hour, but I'm actually changing my strategy 5 minutes in, okay? Hear me out. I think this will be a lot better. I'm actually going to go ahead, I need to potion my Weavile really quickly, but I'm actually going to go ahead and just lead with my Claydol, okay? The reason being, every time when I switch when I first lead and then switch over to my Claydol, it just wastes so much time. Having to wait for 5 turns to finish is so significant. And I am getting a Frisk proc almost every battle, at least more than 50% of the time. So even if sometimes if I waste a turn going for the Imprison and then go to my Pickpocket Weavile and I don't actually get an item, I think it's worth it. I think it's still fine. And I also might not have to potion since I do have 2 Weaviles. I do need to EV train one of these in 2v2 HP, 2v2 speed, but like, look how much faster this battle is. Now, it's possible there's just no item in this battle, no Everstone, no Hardstone, whatever. Let's see if there actually is one here. But, like, it's just so common that there is one that I kind of think it's worth it. Let's see. There was no one in this one, to be fair. But I think that was the first battle during the entire... It's so much faster. I think this is worth it. It's going to cost me a lot more damage on my Weaviles, but I'm going to try this strat for the full hour. Just lead Claydol into Pickpocket Weavile directly. All right, there's 30 seconds left on the timer, and I probably have to go heal after this. I'm actually out of Sweet Sense, so this should be my very last horde. Let's see if we can find one more item in this last horde and then check how many we gained. Once again, I started at around... The Hardstone item's less important, to be fair. I don't really care about stacking that one up, but I had about 21 Hardstones and then 0 Everstones. I think I ended up with 20-ish. Dude, 19 Everstones in 1 hour. We'll listen to I will stop the cuckoo noise, but wow. Yeah, that's the timer done. 19 Everstones an hour. I don't know what I was doing before, but I don't think it was that much. I think I was doing like 10, wasn't I? I think this strategy might have literally doubled. Maybe I was doing like 10 to 15 at like the high end. Don't think I was doing 19. I at worst case scenario, I 50% buffed my output of Everstones per hour. Best case scenario, buffed it by 100%. So, or something close to that. So, this is going to be insane. I actually can farm a ridiculous amount of Everstones very, very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and keep farming Everstones passively now while doing this, and I'll just keep trying to stack that number up, but now we know the 1 hour loot at least. I guess I can also check Hardstones. I almost forgot. I only got 6 of those, so maybe I was also just lucky on the Everstones, to be fair. Like, it probably should be a little bit more even split. So it's possible that was just a lucky first hour. When I do an hour test like this, it's not perfect data. It's just a 1 hour test, and that's it. A 1 hour test is really just anecdotal evidence, right? It's anecdotal examples. It is not proper data and testing. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 win away from the gift Scizor. I'm on 4 hours of sleep, and I'm winning more PvP games this morning in a row than I have over the entire season. We're now 39 and 38, over a 50% win rate, a 3-game win streak. We just need 1 more win, and that Scizor is ours. To be fair and specific, it does have to be a win against a high enough level player. If we get ranked against a novice veteran, we'll only get like 20 or so. So as long as we're against someone who isn't a novice veteran, we win. We should get it. So let's go ahead and jump into this final game, and we'll show you guys this game in its entirety. All right, fellas, in about 6 seconds, we will queue into one of our final games of the OU PvP season, our first ever OU PvP season on an Ironman account, an account that cannot trade nor use the GTL. Getting a PvP team in PokeMMO is difficult. Some people can't even do it or struggle to do it on a main account. It can be expensive. It can be tough to compete. Many new players trying to get into PokeMMO PvP will lose over and over and over again and eventually quit before they actually find a foothold in the tier. I have done it on an account that cannot trade or use the GTL, and I have not played OU PvP within the last 5 years. Let this be a moral. Let's be a lesson. If I can do it, so can you. It will take a lot of... It's not going to be easy. I was tilted at times. I was frustrated. I was down in the dumps. But you can still do it if you fight through and get through all of it. Let's actually focus on this game. Am I just leading Garchomp here? I'm really scared of that Dragonite. My opponent's team is fucking awesome. Pikachu is a very powerful, pretty terrifying Pokemon in a lot of ways. We are not against a novice trainer. That's what I wanted to see. That makes it so I can actually get enough matchmaking reward points to get that PvP Scizor. This is what it's all about, man. These gift Pokemon, this is literally an end game goal, let me remind you. This is an end game goal on the Ironman account, to win a free OU PvP Pokemon. Oh, man. I'm scared that I might get 30 matchmaking rewards from this. And then put me at $10.99. That would be $11.99. That'd be really, really funny. Surely that won't happen. Okay. This guy obviously goes for a fake out here. That's the obvious play. The demon, everybody knows it. Everybody sees it coming. I'm going to go Pelipper on the fake out. He's going to do very little damage to my bold, Balti defensive Pelipper. I get to set Rain. He's going to go for a knockoff instead. Well played, my gamer friend. You got a little advantage. Got a little, you know, a little bit off of that. I can respect that. I'm going to go for a U-turn, I think. See what my opponent does. He's going to go for a hard switch over to Melodic. I now get to go over to, like, Zapdos. Or you know what? I could go Zapdos and Thunder. And then he would probably end up going Donphan. Let's do that. I want to bait him into this. I could go Ludicolo here and just try to sweep a little bit harder. What are the odds he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I live. Let me just like throw up a Scald or something in the rain. He should just go Donphan here. I really want to quick Weather Ball into this Donphan switch. My opponent is a demon. This is a crazy play. Oh my god, he's Mirror Coat. I respect it. You know what? We kind of just gamed him a little bit. Not on purpose, on total accident, but we gamed him. We got information. We take those. The question becomes, do I stay in and go for the Thunder now? I don't think I do enough damage to kill. Or do I just hard switch over to what, right? That's the question. Does he Ice Beam me here? Does he Mirror Coat? This is a tough play. How much do I value my Zapdos here? Could I just go Garchomp and set rocks, and then he Ice Beams me in response? Is he full tank if he's Mirror Coat, right? There's a lot of plays here that are actually really tough. I'm going to go for the Thunder. We have Paralyzed chance. We'll do a lot of damage, but probably won't KO. If he Mirror Coats and kills my Zapdos, I actually am weirdly okay with it. We get a Para. That's okay. That's fine. That was an option I knew was coming. An option that I expected. Now, that's a big deal because we can now kill this thing in a lot of different ways. I could just go Garchomp here and click Dragon Claw. I'd really like to set up rocks, but I'm scared of him being... what's it called? I'm really terrified of him being Ice Beam. It's unlikely given his set, but you never know. I could also just go... You know what? I want to rock. I want to rock. Well, he could be fair. He could be Rapid Spin Donphan. That kind of sucks. This is actually so tough. I'm going to Declaw here. Yep. Okay. He could be Rapid Spin Donphan. Declaw will still do like decent chip. I need to kill this Pokemon. Rocky Helmet. Okay, that's fine. I might just be a deep... He could be Ice Shard here, most likely. What do I do to the Ice Shard? I think I just hard go Kingdra, live an attack, and go for like a Weather Ball. I'll drop a Draco even. I'm fine with that. He's going to get his own rocks up. Okay, a little annoying. Well played. A little annoying. But now I get a free like Weather Ball or Draco drop. I'm gonna go for the Weather Ball. I think it's pretty good here. He could go Melodic and like maybe live. He could do a few things. Scizor just dies. I don't know. You die in 2 shots, maybe not 1. Oh, nope, just 1. See you later. Peace. Bye. Bye. See a bug. See a steel bug. I hate that bug. Got him. Scizor is not the check you think it is there. A lot of people think it's a good check. He fake outs here every day of the week. Every gosh darn day of the week. I'm fine with that. Yep, I'm fine with that. I basically just tank it once and then go to my Pelipper after raindrops. I am no longer... what's it called? He probably goes for some sort of electric type attack here. I could even just go Garchomp here. I like the Garchomp play better. You know what? Because there's like a 1000% chance he goes for Volt Tackle here. Like, I don't know what else you would ever... I've played a fair bit of Pikachu. This thing's probably Fake Out, Extreme Speed, Volt Tackle, and then like maybe... Oh, he's the Forbidden Focus Punch build. I used to actually run that. No, well played to my opponent. That's fucking sick. That's so fucking sick. Now we go. That's so sick. I used to run. I love Pikachu in PvP. This might be a loss, but you know what? Not even mad about this kind of loss. My opponent's a gamer. He's playing well. Can't even be mad about it. Obviously, a Volt Tackle here. We have to sacrifice something. I think that my Kabutops does not fare well into his team. Goodbye, soldier. Goodbye, soldier. Appreciate your work. Appreciate what you tried to do, what you represent. Goodbye. Goodbye, soldier. He's never living that. This game is still winnable. Don't get me wrong. It's tough. It's a tough game, but it's winnable. I think off the back of... Do I ever go just Ludicolo here? Or do I just... I think I just go Kingdra and hit Weather Ball. What's the downside? I'm starting to get chipped down where like... So I used to run Ambipom, Pikachu, Hyper Offense Core in NU. It was an amazing team back in the day. I'm going to drop the Weather Ball. Dragonite like tanks the... I think I eventually kill it. Well, the multi-scale first hit is going to be so tanky is the problem. You can also just sack Melodic. Yeah, that's fine. Pretty sure it dies to this. Yep. Even though it's... Yeah. So now he probably goes Ambipom or Pika. I would guess Pika fake out into Extreme Speed is my guess. And hope that you have the damage to kill. You saw fake out do his own Dragonite. Okay. I mean, I have to... I can kill this thing with Ice Beam Ludicolo. I have to... No way that kills. Okay, thank fuck. I would have been really sad if that killed. Nice. We have to break its multi-scale. The multi-scale is just too demonic. It's too ravenous. We just go for that play. I'm dead. I just go for this. He's probably Choice Band Extreme Speed. The shitty thing here is how much chip damage my... Also, I just realized I'm not Damp Rock Rain. So this wears out in a sec. This wears out after this turn, I believe. So I Ice Beam here. Killing, I think, any Pokemon he brings. Maybe Ambipom lives. This dies. This dies for sure. Beautiful. Okay. What are the odds he's Pursuit Ambipom? Rain goes down. We reset. I think we win this game. Crazily. Hilariously, the like Pikachu Ambipom combo, which is really fucking sick here, is the only way I lose this game. We just hard go Pelipper here. Like this fake out Extreme Speed shenanigans is going to be the hardest thing for me, for sure. Oh, like Vault switches. Yep, Vault Tackle. Okay, we take chip on it. I'll take it. I don't know how much that super matters, but this is always the play. So now he just Extreme Speeds. What's going to happen is oh, yeah, I think I lose. My opponent played fantastically. I'm getting chipped tremendously. I have to just Giga Drain here, hoping that I can sustain. Yep, because what's going to happen... Ah! I was going to say he's going to Extreme Speed me, chip me with the Pikachu, go Ambipom, fake out, get good chip, and then go Dragonite and Extreme Speed. Nope, the Pikachu just kills. What a little mouse. You know what? Well played. GG's. I'm not even upset about it. Holy shit, well played. Goodness gracious. I was really hoping that would be the ender, but you know what? Hopefully I'll see you guys with a new W. All right, this time for real. This time I actually mean it. Last time I was just joking. I was just kidding around. This time we're serious. This time we're locking in, okay? We are against a Rain Mirror match for the 20th time today for some reason. Okay. Do we go Garchomp here? What's his answer to Garchomp if I go Garchomp? Like, Ludicolo lead into Ice Beam. I still get my rocks up regardless. He might have Defog on his Pelipper, but other than that, he has no way to clear rocks. I want rocks up this game. Also, Garchomp's one of my biggest pressures into... I could just, like, do a lot of value. Okay, he's gonna hard set Rain immediately. Nice shiny, dude. Okay. Beautiful. Nice flex. I respect it. I could do a lot of damage this game just with Garchomp. Do I just... I want to get rocks up this game. He might just, like, have Ice Beam. Kind of rare you see it, but sometimes you do. Hydro Pump. He's a pumper. Well played. That's fine. He might just default. Well, if I go Zapdos, he can't defog here. Now, the question becomes, or do I just go Draco? Do I go Kingdra and click Draco? How much does Bronzong? I think Bronzong just tanks it too well. I really want to go Zapdos here, and I really want to click Thunder into the Pelipper. However, there's like a 1000% chance that he goes Gliscor, right? So, with that information, I really want to Weather Ball into the Gliscor. Now I'm going to do that, okay? I wonder if he was watching my timer there. I got to do it. I know if he stays in, I look really stupid, but my opponent's a high-ranked player. Surely there's no way he just stays in. If he does, it's kind of 5-head. If he does, I don't think it's actually a dumb play. I think it's like Giga Brain. And it throws me off. If he like makes a turn 2 Super Brave stay in, it throws me off for the rest of the game. He's debating, he's deciding. He's seen like, oh, he's a, 500 elo player. Surely this guy won't make the predict switch. Excuse me, sorry, it is early. Come on, this is a pivotal turn of the game, to be honest. I respect him really thinking on this one. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's great. We kill it. We kill it. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. What? It lives? Okay, that's terrible. Oh no, it died because of rocks. Okay. So my opponent, I think, decided to just like sacrifice switch there. But what if I go Hurricane there? I don't think you one-shot me unless you're Specs. And there's no way you're Specs. There's no way Surf one-shots me, right? Do I go, like, Kingdra on the switch and then drop a Draco? Maybe that's the play? Part of me just wants to click Hurricane here. There's no way. He one-shots me. Okay. I was like, there's no way you one-shot me. He one-shots me. My mistake. My bad, King. Apologies. My apologies. You are better than me. You're more talented. You're more handsome. My Tops is faster. I did not think that one shot me, but you got me, dude. My Tops is faster. We go for, like, Edge. What are the odds I don't kill this? I'm going to go Kingdra and drop a Draco. It's what it's for. It's what it's for. He probably goes Bronzong here. What are the odds? No, I could also just drop Hurricane. Hurricane goes bonkers. Hurricane, I get multiple attacks. I'm going to go Hurricane. Yeah. Hurricane, I can do multiple things. He probably goes his own Kingdra here. Like, sacks this, goes his own Kingdra. Now, we're entering the same situation. I literally am in this situation every game. I don't know, like, everybody runs Kingdra. There's not... I don't know how to answer this. Like, I need people... Okay, do I just stay in and hope to hit a Hurricane and, like, confuse? Do I... sack something and go like I'm gonna go to my Pelipper here, try to like sacrifice it essentially, or just maybe you turn back out. Like there's just not a good play. Oh my god, he's a demon. I should have heard. I couldn't have known that. I love this play though. You're awesome for this. You're actually so base and handsome. Now Rain goes down. Is that a good thing for me or a bad thing? I think I clicked slow U-turn here. Oh my god, he's like the set. So what I do here, okay, he's gonna drop a crit Draco. I have no way to outspeed him. Oh, this is fucked. I think what I have to do here is I have to go my own Kingdra and then just go back Pelipper. I think this is the only way I can play this. Unless I'm missing something. He's about to drop the fattest Draco of his life. He like double agilities on me. He's a demon. Yeah, he's gonna drop the fattest Draco of his life. I can't do a whole lot about that. His attack will drop. Okay, and now he basically needs to focus energy again to put in work. So now I can go something. Do I go my own Kingdra? I'm scared of him going like Bronzong or something. Do I just go... Does Ludicolo just sweep? I don't know if Ludicolo or Giga Drain kills. I'm gonna go my own Kingdra. I just have to make sure I answer this. Also respects, like I want to like, you know, get good damage. He outspeeds with the -2. I don't know if that miss matters. I don't think he one-shots me with the -2 Draco. I could be mistaken. I don't think that miss matters. Because he's not even, he didn't have focus energy. He didn't have the crit thing. He, I don't think that matters. I think he's just cooked there. I think I go hard. He's gonna like U-turn probably. Do I just go hard tops? I'd rather go Ludicolo, but I gotta get out of here. I guess I could drop another. I want to keep my like. My Kingdra just wins this game. There's no reason to. I think this game's over. I think I win. Oh, also, okay. I think I just. Oh my goodness. Fuck me. What? You're a demon. I was gonna say I think I definitely win this game, and now that I win it, okay. I think I'm still fine, but that's terrifying. I'm still fine, but it's terrifying. He's trying to stall rain turns, which is pretty smart. I just waterfall here. I want a Swords Dance on his next protect play. I should have thought about Swords Dancing there, actually. Like, they're almost always protect on Glistor because Poison Heal is so good. You get to, like, sustain. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I can just go Ludicolo here, I think. Or do I just go Kingdra and just do insane damage? I just go Kingdra. I just go Kingdra. I don't think there's a reason not to go Kingdra. I think Weather Ball, 2 shots Pelipper. And I have plenty of rain. I think even if he... Okay, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Now it's kind of a problem because we're running lowish on turns. If he double protects here, it's really bad for me. Okay, he went for it, which is a demon play. Okay, I kill. I was really scared there. I was like, did I hit it to 1 HP? Okay, this game should be... We should be good. He's gonna have to set rain at a point because of his own Pelipper. Okay, or he brings it into like now to not set rain. Kind of Giga Brain. I just click Weather Ball here. I have one more turn of rain. This probably... Oh, it barely doesn't kill. That's sad, to be fair. What in the... Is that a crit? What in the world? How does that kill? That's insane. That is crazy to crit there. But I respect it. Am I going to lose? Does Bronzong beat me? Thanks for the sub, Super Eddie. Probably should turn that off, but you know what? That's what you get for subscribing. You're a Giga Chad. Thank you. Okay. If I lose this, oh my goodness, no shot. No shot. No shot. I kind of want to knock off here, but I'm scared this thing like lives for some goddamn reason. I'm going to Ice Beam, take this out. If he happens to go Bronzong, we have like freeze chance. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm hoping that Surf does enough damage. I think Surf like 3 shots this. He might be able to do enough damage back to me. I don't know his item. Oh my goodness. I'm so... Oh, I 2-shot. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. What could you... Okay. That might be fine. I think I win. What are the odds you have an attack on Bronzong that does 80% to me right now? 100%! Your explosion. Does he win? What even happens there? Does he win? I won. Wait, I get my competitive Scizor off an opponent exploding into me for the... What the fuck was this game? What the fuck was that PvP season? That was the weirdest. That was amazing. I love my opponent for that. What an amazing... Oh my goodness. What a properly Petrowski final game to end it on. Holy guacamole. 40 and 39. 50% win rate. I'm happy with that, dude. Having not played OU for 5 years, building a team with limited restrictions, I can't believe I maintained over 50%. Also, Rain has, for those who don't know, Rain notoriously has a sub 50% win rate in PvP. I am one of the few players who's actually bringing up the win rate, which is ridiculous. Wow. We did it, boys. We freaking did it. We actually did it. I know I'm farming Everstones right now. I'm gonna go get those Scizor, man. We did it. We're gonna go claim this Scizor. A beautiful PvP Pokemon that will be used. Like, Scizor, one of the most played OU Pokemon in the tier almost always. It can even slot in on the rain team if I wanted to. We did it, dude. All right, let me go ahead and go claim. I have a bunch of items to claim. Let's claim those blue shards. We'll take it. Let's claim 2,000 BP. For some reason, it's not showing the rewards. The shell thing, like my Scizor is like not showing up, which is a little scary, but it should be there. 5 hard scales. We'll take those. Claim. Here it is. Where's the visual? I don't know what's making that not appear, but gift Scizor. I think we go adamant. Adamant always, I think. Gender. It doesn't really matter. Do we need to select one? I guess we don't, mail. Selectable. One move. We want to check the... we do... You know what? We'll cancel. We do want to check egg moves really quick. This is your only chance to get these egg moves. And you should get one if you can. Quick guard. Nah, none of these really matter, I don't think. None of these matter. What's the most expensive? So we probably just go, like... Bullet punch or something to make sure I don't have to hard scale it. Adamant. Well, I'll figure this out and see you guys with the final claim. All right. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Here it is. Adamant, male, bullet punch, 31 attack, 31 speed. I could arguably go HP here to have slow U-turns with the Scizor. But I feel like, it's really tough. I like the idea of just going speed. It's actually arguable. It's actually really arguable. I could always, you know what? I could always build a non-31 speed Scizor. A lot, like I could breed one a lot easier than having to breed one like this. So we're gonna go ahead and go for this. There it is. In a Master Ball, PvP reward on an Iron Man account. I need to EV train it, but it's 31 attack, 31 speed. It's got Bullet Punch, Swords Dance, CC, Night Slide. I'll have to, you know, change with the moveset. But that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. That's what you want to see. One of the most powerful Pokemon. One of my few, like, choice band mons that I can actually run as well in OU. It's just so good, man. It's hard to answer Scizor. Powerful Pokemon can slot in on the rain team and make it a lot more of a balanced rain team as opposed to hyper offensive if we want to do that. And honestly, we might want to. I'd love to try it out at some point. But that is a massive step in the right direction in the PvP arc. Does that mean the PvP arc is over? It might be on hold for now. I might play a few more games trying to get to that choice spec, but I don't know. Honestly, I have so much BP now. Yeah, like that's actually crazy. I don't know if I super care about this. But man, we did a lot in this episode and in this PvP arc. It's been such a emotional roller coaster. PvP is just so much more intense than any other sort of PVM or like self one-on-one grinding, because it's not just you. When you're like playing PokeMMO normally or Shynons or whatever, it's you versus yourself. PvP is you versus yourself, but also versus someone else, but also versus the RNG of, you know, there's a lot more that factors in. And that's a bit tougher to swallow. It's a different mental thing to wrap your head around. And it's been tough, but we learned it. We overcame, and we did it, man. I'm so happy that I ended over a 50% win rate. I was aiming for like 35 to 40%, but we did better than that. We did better than the average rain player. That just feels incredible. If you've never played OU PvP in PokeMMO, if you're up for the task, I recommend it. It's not easy. You got to expect to lose and just kind of, you know, get hit and get back up. But if you can push through, it's an amazing experience to actually get better, succeed, and win a free PvP Pokemon. And with that, I can't think of a better ending for this episode than achieving that PvP reward Scizor. I feel like it's just the perfect poetic ending to such an epic tale and such a journey into that PvP arc. And I still even have 4 days, honestly, like a lot of time, 4 days to earn more rewards. I'd love to try to get that free choice specs. That would be amazing. Get to the 8k BP. That's a lot of matchmaking rewards. I mean, ideally, I would love to get to the mystery box. That's one of my few chances or ways to get like weird niche vanities on the Iron Man account, but that'll be for a different day. I don't know. I honestly doubt that I'll play too much more PvP. I feel like I've had my fill. 80 games or so is quite enough in my opinion. Well, let's cover what we achieved in this episode. We are ending with 681 hours, and I believe we started with 656. So this was actually, fun fact, one of the lesser amounts of hours we played in an episode. Only 25 hours played. That is really, really low for a guy like me. However, it makes sense because we were playing a lot of PvP. It was a lot more mentally focused hours. It is much harder to do 25 hours of PvP versus 25 hours of shiny hunting, for example, or EV training, XP training, etc. This felt like a high progress, very locked in episode for sure. We also ended up with 1.2 million Poke, and I gotta get back to my Jimmy runs. We spent a lot recently, honestly, and then up to 27,000 BP now. We are gonna go on a spending spree very soon and actually, you know, reap the fruits of our labor, because that's so nice. We can get so many good BP items. But I honestly might just want to save that actually for the upcoming event season to see if I need any like weird things, weird strategies, or just double choice specs, etc. And then over to our goals we go. Obviously, we didn't do any legendary hunting, and we didn't do amulet coins at least enough. I think it was that last episode or recently we farmed amulet coins. Did not farm any this episode. 20 Everstones. Now, I did Everstone farm this episode. I got 19, and you know what? I don't want to end it at that. I'm going to go farm one more Everstone really quick. All right, there we go. That might be... Oh, no, a hard stone, of course. All right, there we go. It took me 5 hordes or so, but that's still not too bad. There is our 20th Everstone, and that is our first goal achieved officially of the episode. All right, so we can go ahead and go snag that off the list like so. And we did, of course, get ourselves a raid Medicham as well. That was a big goal of this episode. That ended up taking so much more time and resources than I anticipated, but it's going to be worth it. Once again, that's going to be a complete Medicham forever. Did I XP train for 5 hours? No, I don't think so. Not within the only 25 hours played. 3 new good IV Pokemon. Did I get 3 new good IV Pokemon? I guess you count the Scizor. The Scizor as one. The Medicham. Surely there was one other. I'm trying to think. When in doubt, fly to your PC and check your boxes. I'm going to be so honest. I don't think I got a third one. I'm like looking through my boxes, checking through things. I'm pretty sure I only have 2. Like, I made this Claydol, but I wouldn't consider this Claydol a good IV mon. It's only good enough to do what it needs to do, and that is its own goal. I don't think I achieved 3 good Pokemon in this episode, so that will not get knocked off the list. Now, win 10 PvP games. I won 40 PvP games, and when I say a goal is repeatable, I'm gonna copy paste it for as many times as I did it. That's the whole point of the goal. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this and paste it 4 times down in the completed goals section. And the same is true for things like the Everstone farming and the amulet coin farming. Once again, the point of these goals is to encourage me to actually make good progress on the account. And then I aim to achieve about 5 goals or so every episode, which I do most of the time, but sometimes I miss that mark. Next up, participate in a PvP tournament. I mean, we did, and it went fantastic, but also sillily, but also wackily. That was that was a whole arc. Probably one of my favorite parts of the episode, even though it was maddening. We're gonna knock that off for sure. I think we entered our first PvP tournament in just the most Petrowski way possible, which is just, we do a little trolling, okay? Build Imprison Everstone Claydol. I added this recently, or just now. I wanted to make sure I rewarded myself for actually going so far out of my way to go build this Claydol. It was really, like, it took a while to do, like, honestly, a few hours or so, but then to go Everstone that efficiently, to be able to get, like, 20 Everstones, 19 Everstones an hour, it just feels ridiculous. The increase, it literally, like, doubled my Everstones. If not, it's a 50% to 100% buff. So, oh my goodness, what a great goal knocked off the list. And then down to tier 2 goals. I actually could have achieved this one, but I got distracted and was too busy. I could have defeated Ho-Oh 4 times. I have it done 3 times. I have it readily available. I'll be saving that for next episode. I just got too busy with the raid Pokemon and the PvP stuff. So we will knock that off next episode. 500 caught OT Pokedex. I don't have that either, but I've been working on this episode. I've been passively, the fact that I stopped at like 400 caught OT and I've just passively gained like 26 OTs by playing the game, doing catch events, that's honestly fantastic. Now, what I did do, you might not notice it, I did do my first 30,000 encounters. It may not look like it because up on the top right, it only says 21,000, but I actually had 9,000 encounters on my Gillen's encounter counter before the official one was added. So I'm a little bit over, you can see it there, I'm a little bit over 30,000 encounters now. So hell yeah, we got our first ever 30,000 encounters in one like dry streak on the account. Make a balanced PvP team. We'll be working on that at some point in the future. I think we're done our PvP arc for the time being though. And then a tier 3 goal has been achieved. This is the big one. This is the important one. The free OU Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and then delete this part of it. Okay. We still need to go for the UU and the NU one, but we got the free OU Pokemon. That's huge. Also, I do love that getting a free UU mod is on my list, because otherwise I'd probably never play UU, to be totally honest with you. I'm just not really motivated to play that tier, but I'd love to play it at least one time for one season to get a free reward. We have now gotten a free PvP reward Pokemon from 2 different tiers. We got it from OU and from random so far. But other than that, that is our final tier 3 goal completed. Let's see how many goals we actually achieved. And honestly, it's been a while since I've shown you guys like my full completed goals. I'm going to do a quick scroll. There's just way too many now. We've completed so many goals. There's too many to like really show them all off, but we'll do a quick scroll. Okay. So starting from here, pay attention. Here is our completed goals. We're just going to slowly go through. There's so many. The shiny, the Honchkrow, the Raid 500 hours played. And then down here at the very bottom, we reach goals achieved in this specific episode. And here it is, the final list of things completed in the episode 15 of the PokeMMO Iron Man account. 20 Everstones achieved, a Raid Medicham, 40 PvP games completed, or one, excuse me, participate in a PvP tournament, build the imprisoned Everstone Claydol, and then get first 30,000 encounters and win a free OU PvP Pokemon. That is 10 goals completed if you include the 4 repeats for the PvP goals. That's fucking awesome, dude. I think that is a perfect ending for episode 15. What a massive milestone on the account. Almost 700 hours played coming up, and we have a lot more to do, a lot more progress. I'm really looking forward towards like really finalizing my raid teams. I think that's gonna happen. Look at this guy celebrating the end of episode 15 with me. Thank you. I know he has no idea I'm recording. The perfect timing. Thank you so much, Pasta Grimace. I'm just so excited for the future of the Iron Man account. I'm so excited for 15 more episodes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you for many, many more hours to come, hopefully. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like it, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord is down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch sub, and PayPal/Venmo donations do allow me to make content like this a lot more readily available and put more time and energy and focus into it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, have a fantastic day and enjoy PokeMMO. Yo, what's up? Outro Petrowski here, and I wanted to take this time to say thank you to everyone who goes above and beyond and supports my channel. Your names are all listed here. You make it possible for me to make helpful and mildly entertaining content for the game that I love and make it available for free for everyone to enjoy. Thank you so much for allowing me to even be here.